Well, wait.
Okay.
The Bible is the word of God.
Facts.
That's the law in this country.
Right.
So, shit.
They ain't gonna read it though. Everybody want to do their own thing. They stupid. They retarded. That's what it is. At the end of the day, my papa just told me on Sunday, we was all in church over the phone. Papa said, "Okay, I see you up in here, grandson." He said, "Okay. I'm back in the building. I'm back in the building, man." I'm back in the building. You understand me? Yeah, it was a few little technical difficulties. I had to restart the phone. Tim, what's good, big bro? James Cash. Yeah. I blanked out and blacked out. You know what I'm saying? It was some technical difficulties going on with the phone. You know what I mean? Y'all know how this technology is. You feel me? But we back up in this thing. Real DC with Iowa. What's going on? That boy said, "Go Dodgers." Who did the Dodgers win tonight? I ain't even I know they was playing tonight. It was going down tonight. You had the World Series on. You had the Warriors played tonight. Hella games was on tonight. The Warriors just bopped the Memphis Grizzlies on top of the head. And then you had Monday Night Football, so it was going down tonight. RC deal with I would say I don't even watch baseball like that, but the game crazy as hell. Hey, bro, I'm not even gonna hold you. MLB, I don't know what it is about Major League Baseball playoffs, bro, but Major League Baseball playoffs ain't nothing like the regular season. It get turned all the way up. You feel me? I know they had game 3 tonight. You know what I'm saying? The series was tied 1-1. Let me see. But I'm gonna start paying attention to that series here going forward, man. Straight up. Let me see. Yeah, it's off now. Let me see. Let me go to ESPN. But yeah, Snax on Sports. I'm back with another one, man. What y'all on, gang? You feel me? 14 inning and it's still going? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me see. World Series going crazy, bro. What channel is on? Fox? It's crazy, fam. Hold on, man. See, I can't on this little streaming platform I got right here. It go by like time slots. So the streaming platform think that the game is over, so I can't find it right here. Damn, bruh. Let me see, I might be able to. Okay, here you go right here. Here you go right here. Blue Jays, Dodgers, damn, it's 5-5. Bottom of the 14th coming up. Damn, bro, this crazy right here. I thought the game was over already. James Cash said, "Pray for me, dog." On my mama. For sure. I got you. Don't even trip. 14 in it, and it's still I only tune in for playoffs baseball. That's it. Yeah, me too, bro. You know, I'm a Giants fan, so When the Giants is good, I'll watch. But if they ain't good, I can't. I just can't watch it, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it all the way 100 with you. If the team ain't good. Baseball for me is now. It used to didn't be like that. For me, bro, when I was a kid growing up, bro, I could watch baseball. You know what I'm saying? I could just watch it. I felt like I don't know what didn't happen to the sport, bro, but I feel like it was more names. Like I grew up in the Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr. era. You know what I'm saying? Albert Bell, Atlanta Braves, Fred McGriff, David Justice, was it Kenny Lofton? Yeah, Kenny Lofton was on the was he on the Braves or the Cleveland Indians? I think Kenny Lofton was on the Cleveland Indians. But the three-headed monster, Tom Glavine, Greg Maddux, John Smoltz. You feel me? Big unit, Randy Johnson, Jeff Bagwell on the Houston Astros, Andres Galarraga. You feel me? I grew up in that era. Cal Ripken. You feel me? Jim Tomei, Andrew Jones. You feel me? So you know what I mean? And a whole bunch of other names I'm not even mentioning. You know what I mean? Edgar Martinez. You know what I'm saying? Who else, man? Roger Clemens, man. Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa. You know what I'm saying? Jose Canseco. I grew up in that era. You feel me? So, and I just feel like nowadays, I mean, it's still great players, but I feel like the name recognition at some point, you know what I mean, it's not what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Plus, everybody know, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't heard me talk about baseball a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I got a little vendetta against baseball because I just feel like, man, I don't care about the steroids, bro. Certain players should be in the Hall of Fame. Facts. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? For one, Barry Bonds wasn't never even, regardless of what they think he did or this and that, all that, you know what I'm saying? Barry Bonds, Ricky Henderson, oh, for sure. Definitely can't forget about Ricky Henderson. Rest in peace, Ricky Henderson. Barry Bonds never even failed a drug test his whole career, bro. He was never caught for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is like, how you don't got Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, bro? How Roger Clemens ain't in the Hall of Fame? How is certain players not, you know, Alex Rodriguez? I grew up in, you know, Alex. How can I forget about the whole New York game? Alex Rodriguez, Andy Pettitte, you know what I'm saying? Derek Jeter. That's the era I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is Alex Rodriguez? I understand Alex Rodriguez got caught, whatever, but still, though, I don't give a damn. Alex Rodriguez, Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, you know what I mean? Even if you want to go Sammy Sosa, you know what I mean? And Mark McGuire, but definitely Barry Bonds. How Barry Bonds ain't in the Hall of Fame, bro? One of, if not the greatest baseball player of all time, bro, not in the Hall of Fame. RIP to Tony Gwynn, too. Tony Gwynn. I grew up in that era, the Tony Gwynn era. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, stop playing. Bobby Bonilla. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. You feel me? Darryl Strawberry. Come on, man, stop playing, bro. That's the era I grew up in. You feel me? When the name recognition was there in baseball. You feel me? The Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. On my mama. On my mama. You feel me? So, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But I got a little vendetta against baseball because Barry Bonds ain't in the Hall of Fame. That's the equivalent to like Jerry Rice not being in the Hall of Fame for football. That's equivalent to like Michael Jordan or Larry Bird or Magic Johnson not being in the Hall of Fame, bro. Like, what are we doing? You feel me? So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to get up on here and kind of do this. Like, I was supposed to do this episode last week sometime, bro. You feel me? Ryan Howard, Big Papi Ortiz, all them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I left out a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of people, whole bunch of players I ain't, you know, I'm forgetting about I didn't name. I ain't forgot them, But you know what I'm saying? Baseball was something special to behold when I was growing up. But somewhere along the line, bro, it just, I don't know, bro. It just got boring. You know what I'm saying? It just got boring. You feel me? But yeah, man. This NBA is back episode. You feel me? I was supposed to do this last week. The season started last week, but it's still the beginning of the season. So I ain't really got no specific talking points for this episode right here. I just want to talk NBA since the NBA is back. You know what I'm saying? Probably give a couple little predictions. You know what I mean? Individual wise and team wise. You feel me? Chris Die 5 PC say the Dubs look awesome. Hey, bro, we got action, bro. We got action. Like, I was hyped up on, what was that, Friday night? Or was it Thursday or Friday night, bro? I was hyped up after they beat the Denver Nuggets because they was down that whole game, bro. And it almost at certain points damn near turned into a blowout. You know, it didn't turn into a blowout, but it was kind of borderlining on at certain points because they was, you know, they had got down by 13 or 14, and then they had cut it back to 8 or 9, and Denver will push it back up to 11 or 12. Or, you know what I'm saying? So it was getting to a point there where I'm like, man, they might end up getting blown out tonight after a good win that they had against the Lakers on last Tuesday. But Steph damn Curry, bro. Steph Curry, bro, like, y'all don't understand, bro. Like, being right here, man, in this Bay Area, man. Like, bro, I feel like I grew up in an era, I done seen some of the greatest athletes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you so young to where you didn't get a chance to see Michael Jordan, I feel for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a kid in the 90s growing up. You know what I mean? Watching, especially that second three-peat. You know what I'm saying? Watching the Bulls, bro, and being able to attest to seeing Michael Jordan play and his greatness and his dominance. You know what I mean? Like, and then to fast forward to, you know, players like Kobe and Steph. Like, bro, to have watched Steph Curry's whole career. I had season tickets Steph Curry rookie year in 09, 010. You feel me? James Cash said, these young goofies don't even know. Bro, they don't know, James. They don't know. They ain't got no excuse if they ain't see MJ. Snax, tell them fools to put their man, y'all better go watch them. Y'all better go watch them documentaries. What was some of them Jordan documentaries? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Michael Jordan. Come Fly With Me. Come Fly With Me is one. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't seen Michael Jordan movies. If y'all ain't seen Come Fly With Me, man, y'all better go. Y'all better come see that. Y'all better go see that. Let me see. It was a couple of them. Playground, Michael Jordan's Playground, Come Fly With Me. Those is the two of the ones I recommend. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, in this era right here, you know what I mean? You gotta go, you gotta see The Last Dance. You got to go see that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that because, bro, I feel like across all sports, bro, I grew up seeing some of the greats of the greats of the greats from football, baseball, basketball. I just got through talking about baseball. Football, man, from Barry Sanders to Emmitt Smith to Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady. You know, I mean, the list goes on and on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done seen, you know, Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen some of the greats, bro. Basketball, like I said, Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Steph, you know, hey, just greatness, bro. Allen Iverson, just greatness all the way around, bro. But in particular, Steph Curry, because of what he did against the Nuggets. I think that was Thursday night. That was Thursday night, if I'm not mistaken. Man, yeah, that was Thursday night. Bro, Steph Curry was hitting shots, bro. That's just like it's just ridiculous, bro. Like I grew up playing basketball, right? And I played basketball consistently from the time I was a kid, 9, 10 years old, all the way up until like my 20s. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? Other things took over. I always able to still play basketball, but I just fell out of playing basketball all the time, getting some run in, you know what I mean? My little rap career took over, my music, you know what I'm saying? Producing, making beats, you know what I mean? Running studios, engineering for people and stuff like that, having a family, you know what I'm saying? And all that. But I say that because now I'm kind of back, kind of like if y'all go kind of like check out my YouTube videos, or just like even earlier today, I was over here on the court just shooting around. And bro, when I tell you, bro, like, so where I'm at with it right now and playing basketball is the only part of my game that's rusty is my handles. Like, man, I used to be able to handle the ball, you know what I mean? Like it was like I had that thing on a string. You feel me? And I still got handles. I'm just rusty. So I kind of fumble the ball a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I can still shoot that thing. I can still shoot that thing. You understand me? But when I tell you, bro, just getting out there on the court, shooting around, running around the court, and then I'm not in like no type of basketball shape or nothing like that. The way Steph Curry just run up and down the court, nonstop, all around the court, shooting threes from half court, from, off the dribble, set shots. Like, bro, when I'm on the court shooting, bro, you get more of a realization, my nigga, on like what this man be doing out there on the court, bro. It's hard, bro, for this man to shoot the ball like this, bro. Like this, it's no way, bro. Like this dude is by far the greatest shooter of all time, bro. You feel me? Steph Curry is just this is something we never seen before, bro. So to have watched this man's whole career out here in the Bay Area, bro, I just feel blessed, my nigga. I'm not even gonna stunt. Not only that, 4 championships. Like, y'all gotta understand, bro. The Golden State Warriors, when I was growing up, bro, we was the laughing stock of the league, bro. Like, we was one of the worst teams we was the worst team in the league for years. You feel me? So I would have just been happy with 1 championship, let alone 4. You feel me? So, and when you see this man play, you were in games like the Thursday night game against the Denver Nuggets, you just reminded of his greatness. Like the shots that he was hitting, bro, to bring the team back and to force the game to go to overtime and to help win the game, bro. I mean, it's just ridiculous, bro. And Aaron Gordon, who's also from the Bay Area, Aaron Gordon dropped 50. Aaron Gordon couldn't miss. This man was 9 of 10 from 3. I'm like, man, somebody put a hand in this man's face. Bay Area Block Report said I was cracking up about what you were saying about Kevin Gates or LeBron. Hey, facts, bro. So like, what I be doing, Tim, because that's from an episode that I did. So I also be trying to promote Snax on Sportz is with the little shorts, with YouTube shorts, because those be gaining a lot of traction across the YouTube platform. So what I'll do is, I'm way far behind. I got to catch up. You know what I'm saying? I keep doing live, but That was an episode from like 3-4 months ago, but that's where I'm at. So I'm going back from the time when I felt like Snax on Sports started to gain a little bit more traction, which was basically this past NBA postseason. Because I've been doing Snax on Sports on YouTube for a few years now. You know what I mean? I think I did my first one in like 22. You know what I mean? Something around there. But I just hadn't been consistent. And this past NBA postseason, for whatever reason, my shit just started going crazy. And then so I've been more consistent since then. You know what I'm saying? But so how I've been wanting to do it is in between going live, I'll be what I want to do is go back and watch certain live episodes and take certain little clips, you know what I'm saying, from each live and share those as shorts, you know what I'm saying? Because then in that short, you could link the actual full live video to that short and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just another way to promote the podcast or whatever. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I did an episode when I was talking about Shannon Sharp and what he was going through a couple months ago with the little white chick, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, I also what was going on was the whole thing with LeBron James when he, you know what I mean, got at Stephen A. Smith courtside and all that. But then how like that next week, Kevin Gates has said something about his wife. You know, really he was saying something about him, but he said something about his wife. And then, you know what I mean? What it did was it exposed LeBron James for basically trying to be a bully. Like you ran down on Stephen A. Smith, but because you knew he not like that. He ain't gonna, you know what I mean? He not gonna bark back at you like that. Now he been barking back in the media after the fact, but you ain't finna run down on Kevin Gates like that. I'm sorry. And you regardless of you being bigger than Kevin Gates and all that, Kevin Gates don't give a damn. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Jaime, what's going on, Jaime? You run down on Kevin Gates like that. Yeah, I'm talking about. I'm telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? Me, ain't gonna be no game. You know what I'm saying? That game gonna get canceled that night. Kevin Gates don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Real street nigga. You feel me? Nigga like that. So he showed up courtside because he said something about, you know, LeBron and LeBron's wife and all that. Just on some like, you know, Kevin Gates always be saying some old funny kind of like weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So he said something and then you know, you could tell he was like kind of trolling, but he was saying it in a way to where it's like it wasn't like he didn't say it in a harsh way, but he still said some kind of like disrespectful shit. You know what I'm saying? Like was saying the nigga wife was, you know, the nigga wife looked like Lamar Odom and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So then she kind of responded in a little subliminal way. You know what I'm saying? And then he said something, oh, we don't respond to peasants and all this other shit. So Kevin Gates is like, oh, peasant? Okay, watch this. I'm going to show you a peasant. Pulled up. Courtside. This one, Kevin Gates was dating Brittany Rayner a few months back. Pulled up. Courtside. It was during the playoffs. Game 2. Floor seats. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? With the Versace shirt bust wide open with the chest out, like what's happening? Man, you know LeBron James didn't even look that man way. He ain't look that man way. So you feel me? It just exposed like, bro, you not really like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna get at Stephen A, but you ain't gonna get at Kevin Gates, who actually said something disrespectful about your family. You know what I'm saying? You talking about, yeah, I gotta protect my family and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Stephen A ain't never said nothing disrespectful about you or your family, bro. Nothing. You feel me? So I was just taking a few clips from that. It just reposting that. I'm still doing it right now. I ain't done. It's gonna be a few more. You feel me? But that's why I did that though, Tim, because I know what shit be funny and what, you know what I'm saying. So I know, I know what parts niggas gonna be like, oh, this nigga going off. This nigga going off. But I ain't the only one that felt that way. You feel me? FYF in this thing. FYF said, I guess LeBron James is supposed to be a crash out. Stephen A did disrespect LeBron. Never. Stephen A never disrespected LeBron. FYI. Come on, man. I'm saying since they had that altercation courtside, yeah, Stephen A been saying some shit now, but before that, he never said nothing disrespectful to. He may say something in critiques, in criticism, but nothing disrespectful, bro. He never said nothing disrespectful to LeBron James, bro. He always prefaced his comments by saying that, like Stephen A got LeBron James ranked as the number 2 player of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's that high. You know what I'm saying? I got him top 10. I don't think he's top 2. You know what I'm saying? So Stephen A ain't never disrespected LeBron James like that. You know what I'm saying? He never disrespected him to the point to where it warranted what LeBron James did for him to approach him courtside during a live game when you're supposed to be focused on the game. You're supposed to be focused on winning a basketball game, bro. And your focus is on trying to G-check Stephen A. Smith, a media member. LeBron James is the only player in NBA history that could get away with some shit like that and not be called like so. Any other player that would have did something like that, bro, they would have called him selfish. You know what I'm saying? You not focused. You know what I mean? It's countless other ways LeBron James could have handled that. He did that on purpose. He knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? He was trying to punk Stephen A. He was trying to bully him. You know what I'm saying? He knew it would catch him off guard. He knew Stephen A wasn't going to do nothing back or say nothing back. I would have pulled his whole card. I said this before in past lives. You know what I'm saying? I would have pulled LeBron James' whole card right there. You know what I mean? You want to try to vice up on me? You know what I'm saying? Talking about I'm saying something about your son. I'm not saying about nothing about your son. I would have told LeBron James right there like this. I would have said, hey, I don't give a damn, nigga. I said what I said. It is what it is. What your whole ass gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? LeBron James wouldn't have did nothing. He wouldn't have did nothing, bro. That's how you pull the nigga whole card. He wouldn't have did nothing. You know what I'm saying? If Stephen A would have just been like, check this out, bruh. I said what I said. You's a whole ass nigga. Fuck you. Fuck your son. I don't give a damn. What your bitch ass gonna do? He wouldn't have did nothing. LeBron James wouldn't have did nothing. Absolutely nothing. He wouldn't have took off on him. He wouldn't have slapped him. He wouldn't have did nothing, bro. All he would have did was stood there talking. You feel me? Talking don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would have did. I'd have pulled his whole card. You feel me? Straight up. You feel me? But no, I don't expect. So FYF, I don't expect LeBron James to crash out or no shit like that. But what I'm saying is you just exposed yourself. You just exposed yourself, bro. You did this during a timeout of a live basketball game that was going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did this during the middle of a game. You're supposed to be focused on the game. So you're going to do that to Stephen A. Smith, but somebody like Kevin Gates, who called your wife Lamar, said she looked like Lamar Odom. You feel me? If that's not disrespect, like, Stephen A. ain't never said no shit like that about LeBron James. Okay? This man pulled up courtside. Like, yeah, I'm right here. I wish this nigga would pull up on me like he did Stephen A. Smith. Oh, yeah, I wish he would. I'll slap fire out this nigga mouth. Straight up. You feel me? Straight up. Allen Iverson do that. and you guys would celebrate it. Bro, this what my thing is like this, bro, when it comes to that, bro. For one, bro, if you gotta, like, if you in the middle of a game, bro, I don't care who the athlete is. Allen Iverson is one of my favorite players of all time, bro. I don't care who the player is, bro. Address it after the game, bro. Like, it's super unprofessional to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? During the game. And look, and it worked right in his favor. He got no criticism for it. Everybody like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, look at LeBron James standing up for his son. Standing up for his son. Keep my son's name out your mouth. Keep my name. Bro, I never said nothing about your son. What are you talking about? And like I've been saying, this whole Bronny situation is not even about Bronny, bro. This is about LeBron. This is about LeBron. This is just another way for him to get celebrated and get praised. Oh, look what LeBron James did. He look the first player in NBA history to play with his son. Jordan never did that. Like, he think this another cap in his feather in the GOAT debate and shit. He know he can't surpass Jordan and Kobe in rings, so now he got to resort to I'm gonna play with my son and all that. He got to do everything around what really outside of what really matters, which is winning, to try to win in the GOAT debate. Bro, I'm not fooled by LeBron James, bro. I'm not fooled. I see right through the shit. You feel me? So all I'm saying is he exposed himself by trying to G-check Stephen A. Smith. Then when you get a nigga that come right in the next week, say some disrespectful shit about your damn wife, and you didn't say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? And we know why he didn't say nothing to him. Because Kevin Gates would have slapped the dog shit out of him. Right there. Right there at Crypto Arena. Right there. Yeah, that's what would have happened. So he already know. So that's a punk. You feel me? That's a pussy ass nigga. Somebody that's gonna approach somebody that you know ain't gonna say nothing to do nothing, but you won't approach somebody that you know will say something. You feel me? That's a whole ass nigga. Everybody know this, bro. I'm from the streets. I you know what I'm saying? So I see right through it. Earth to Cam Bam say Bronny was buns in his first season. He called a spade a spade. Facts. Like, everybody know this Bronny James situation is a joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know it. Like, if you really want Bronny James to really be respected as his own man, as a true NBA player, he needs to go play on another team then. He shouldn't be on the team with his daddy. That's not going to work. Everybody knows what's going on, bro. You bullied the Lakers into drafting your bum ass son. You feel me? This nigga's not an NBA player, bro. Everybody knows this. I ain't got nothing against Bronny. I have nothing against him. I know people say, oh, well, nigga, why you calling him a bum? This and that. Bro, that's just talking, bro. That's just talking shit and trolling. I don't got nothing against Bronny. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no NBA player. I know that. You feel me? I've been watching the NBA since the 90s, nigga, since I was a little boy. You feel me? I know an NBA player when I see one. Bronny James is not an NBA player. You feel me? Why he can't get on the court? I thought he improved this offseason. You feel me? The nigga still don't fucking play and shit. I know he got a little clock in there tonight, but come on, man. Everybody knows Bronny James ain't an NBA player, bro. You know what I'm saying? You done forced this nigga into a position that he's not ready, and now the both of y'all getting exposed. You know what I'm saying? The jig is up. The jig is up, man. Everybody see through LeBron James and all that bullshit. Bear Blackwood said, I was going to tell you that RTV ran your segment several times throughout the course of the years and on their live stream, so you got more plays than you thought. Oh, facts. That's what's up. That's what's up. Good looking at RTV. You still be talking to OG Tim? Chris died. If I say LeBron a punk, is he selfish? for getting his kid into the NBA. Imagine how his son feels when Lakers fans call him for his execution after every game. Stephen A just telling like it is, bro. And I'm not no Stephen A apologist. No, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got nothing against Stephen A, but I'm not no no huge Stephen A fan and all that. I just call it how I see it. FYF say, so if that's the case, LeBron will be fighting every day. Y'all all are disrespectful. Bro, FYF, bro, how you can't see what I'm saying, bro? What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying, bro. That you actually proving my point. If you go, it makes no sense. Like, you supposed to just ignore all that, bro. If you gonna approach Stephen A. Smith and try to check Stephen A. Smith, bro, do you know how many, bro? It's a lot of people you got to check. It's a lot of media members, former players, a whole bunch of people that have said some shit way worse than what Stephen A. didn't even say nothing. Disrespectful. He never even said nothing disrespectful. So this is how you know it's something towards Stephen A. that he just don't like. He just don't like the nigga. And he feel like, I can punk this nigga. So, you know what I mean? Like, bro, that whole situation was all around some hoe shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if you gonna run up on Stephen A. like that, you got to run up on everybody else. That's all I'm saying. So you prove my point. So he should have never even ran up on Stephen A., bro. Let Stephen A. say whatever he want to say on TV. That shit don't affect you at all. But that was low hanging fruit for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he wanted to do that. RC deal with Iowa Snax. This shit just went to inning 16. Could be me. Damn, bro. They in the 16th inning. Goodness gracious. Jaime Duarte say Bronny is G League, Euro League player. Facts. Everybody know it. Everybody know it, man. Listen, man. I wish Bronny much success, man. I really don't got nothing against LeBron James Jr. I ain't got nothing against him, bro. I really don't. But I'm just saying, bro, like, you taking up a roster spot. This is for LeBron James himself, bro. This is not for Bronny, bro. He not doing this, like, this is for him. So he could pat himself on the back, so everybody else could pat him on the back and say, oh, yeah, man, look what LeBron James, look what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He got his son to the league, and he's playing on the same team with his son. What an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? What an accomplishment. Yes, that me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, LeBron, the great LeBron Ramon James. Yes, that me. Move out of this charge spot so somebody else could charge. The great LeBron Ramon James playing with his son. Oh, what a great story. You understand me? You feel me? You taking up a roster. You got that little ass nigga taking up a roster. What do Bronny James do well on the court? He don't do nothing well. Can he play basketball? Yeah, he can play basketball, but what that mean? I can play basketball. You feel me? I bet if I take my ass out there on the NBA court though with NBA players, I bet I get my ass ran. I bet that. You feel me? So what does Bronny James do well? He does nothing exceptionally well. In the NBA, when you get to the pros, you got it. Most players are role players. You know what I'm saying? So like there's something that they do well, whether it's on the defensive end, whether they're a great shooter, whether they a playmaker. You understand me? It's something that you can say, okay, that's his niche. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? Star players, most star players and superstar players, they do multiple things well. You know what I'm saying? But most NBA players are role players. So there's only one, maybe two things that they do well. This boy don't do nothing well. He just, I mean, what do he do? He's not an exceptional shooter. They trying to act like he can be some type of defender, but he can't, bro. Every time I see him guarding anybody, they dribble right around him. They just go right around him, lay that thing right on up. You feel me? You know, I mean, what do he do well? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He don't got like exceptional handles. You know what I mean? They just take the ball right from him if he dribble too much. Yeah, every once in a while, I mean, he might give you a little highlight. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He's an athlete. I give you that. You know what I'm saying? He's not a supreme of an athlete as his dad, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But he is a great athlete. But everybody in the NBA is a great athlete. That's why they in the damn NBA. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, but you know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Like, come on, man. What does Bronny James do well? He don't do nothing well, bro. He's only there because of his father, bro. That's it. That's the issue that a lot of people have. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what we doing, LeBron James is not the only player that got a son. So why don't every NBA player just put their son on the team? You feel me? Just, hey, my son need to be on the team. Come on, son. Like, bro, like, I don't get it. Hey, he great for the he great for the camera. Oh, and JJ Redick said, oh, he has a great soul. he has a great soul. You know what I'm saying? Bro, have you ever heard any coach like bro, like JJ Redick? These people know that we know that they cap it, man. That this man is just, you know what I mean? Like, bro, JJ Redick gonna say he has a great soul. Ain't nothing about basketball. He said he got a great soul and he's great to be around. You know what I'm saying? He has a great spirit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he's in the NBA. What about the basketball part? What does he do well when it comes to basketball? That's all we saying, bro. You understand me? So, man, the jig is up, man. We see through this, man. We see through this, man. This man, he is exposing himself. RC deal with Iowa said Bronny ceiling is Randy Brown. Facts. Hey, Bronny is the next Randy Brown. Oh, my mama. Yes, that me. Earth to Camden. What an amazing human being. Yes, that me. So all I'm saying is, man, this man is taking up a roster spot. He don't need the money. He well off. His daddy is a billionaire. He good. Man, somebody else could use that roster spot, bro, and really change the trajectory of their family, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But the Lakers just, hey, nah, we want to just, you feel me? We want to appease LeBron Ramon James. So we gonna go on and draft his son. You feel me? Like, come on, man. We seeing right through the bullshit. So, and then, so speaking of, you know, the NBA, and the NBA is back. So, and then LeBron James, he mad right now. You know what I mean? He trying to act like he hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because he know this is last year with the Lakers. Because the Lakers got new ownership now. You know what I'm saying? After the Buss family sold the team and all that. So all LeBron James did was opt into the final year of his contract. You know what I'm saying? Lakers don't want him no more. It's time they want to move on. It's time to move on. They didn't hand it over the keys to Luka Doncic as they should. Okay, Luka Magic. You know what I'm saying? Is that boy? Okay, so he mad because of that. That's why the off season, you know what I'm saying? You got this fool. What type of hoe ass shit is this? Kobe would never do nothing like this, bro. You got this fool training at the LA Clippers facility, bro. How you a Laker, bro, training at the Clippers facility, bro? Cause you trying to be passive aggressive and send and then gonna put in the caption, they're gonna miss me when I'm gone and this and that, bro. This dude he's so full of himself, bro. Like, I mean, he's so thirsty, bro, for people to call him the GOAT, bro. I just don't get it. What's wrong with just being one of the greatest of all time, bro? Being top 10. Why do you just have to be the greatest of all time when most knowledgeable fans, not young fans who don't know shit because they ain't never seen Michael Jordan play, most knowledgeable fans know that you're not the greatest of all time, bro. You not even number 2, my nigga. All this shit, and Stephen A even said, you know what I'm saying? Every time I hear Stephen A say that, I'd be like, nah, bro, you're not even number 2. I always say, bro, when did he pass? When did he pass Kareem? When did he pass Magic? When did he pass Kobe? When did he do it? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, bro, Jordan dominated his era. They want to say, oh, who was Jordan playing with? What do you mean, bro? Every era has great players. Jordan was just so dominant that he prevented the other great players in his era from winning. That's how good he was. But now, as years have gone by, they want to try to shit on John Stockton. They want to try to shit on Karl Malone, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying? All of these players from his era, you know, Charles Barkley, that he prevented from winning championships because he was there. These guys are all-time great players. They would have, all of them would at least have a championship or 2, if not for Bill Russell. They would at least have a championship or 2, if not for Michael Jordan. So it wasn't that he wasn't playing against no competition. That's just pure ignorance. Anybody that say that, bro, you just don't know what you're talking about, bro. Facts. That's just pure ignorance, bro. Okay? Them Utah Jazz teams that the Chicago Bulls met up with in 97 and 98, bro, those teams were equivalent to like what, I know they didn't get the championship, but they made it to the finals twice in a row. They just ran into Michael Jordan. Those Utah Jazz teams were equivalent to like what OKC is right now. That's what they were, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like those Utah Jazz, bro, if either one of those Utah Jazz teams would have won a championship, they would be considered as one of the greatest teams of all time, bro. I mean, like John Stockton was like that. Karl Malone was like that. John Stockton is the all-time leading assists and steals leader. And it ain't even close. Okay? And these is dudes that played 19, 20, 21 years, and every year they was playing 82 games. Go look at John Stockton and Karl Malone games played from the time they came into the league until the time they retired. Every year is like 81, 82, 82, 82, 82, 81, 81, 82, 80, 82, 82, 82, 82, 81, 82. It wasn't no load management. What? None of that. Like, these dudes was playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and for this era, the quote unquote LeBron James era, oh man, everybody get a ring. Everybody get a ring. They just handing them out. How you the GOAT and you been swept hella times and shit? You feel me? You let little old Steph Curry, little itty bitty tiny Steph Curry beat you in the finals. You know what I'm saying? 3 times. And even if you want to take away the 2 with KD, for one, that's your fault. If LeBron James would have never went to Miami, Kevin Durant would have never went to Golden State. Him going to Miami set the precedent for all of these super teams and all of these players to go join together and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? So all Kevin Durant did was one-up him. You up out here? All right, then, my nigga. You feel me? Chris Die5P said Karl Malone is good, but Stockton is overrated. Bullshit. Overrated in what way? John Stockton is one of the greatest point guards of all time, bro. So in what way is he overrated? John Stockton is not overrated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Overrated would mean that someone is saying, oh, John Stockton is the greatest point guard of all time, or, you know, or something like that. No, he's one of the greatest. He's not the greatest point guard of all time. John Stockton is one of the greatest point guards of all time. Now, we all have our opinions. So I'm not mad at nobody, you know what I'm saying, for their opinion. John Stockton was like that, bro. He was really like that. You know what I'm saying? John Stockton was one of them ones, bro. Like he was tough too. He was a tough, hard-nosed player. John Stockton was really like that. So I disagree with, you know what I mean? Like I said, everybody tries to say opinion. I ain't mad at you. John Stockton was not overrated, though. I'm sorry. At least for me, he wasn't. That pick and roll with him and Karl Malone, that was unstoppable. That pick and roll was unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? Like, those teams don't go to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98 without John Stockton. You know what I'm saying? They was winning 60-plus games consistently, bro. Making deep runs into the postseason consistently. You know what I'm saying? When you say John Stockton is overrated, that's like saying that he's not as good as advertised. He really was, bro. Like he's the all-time assist leader, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, John Stockton was really like that. KCGB for life said he must be young. Stockton has the most unbreakable record. I'm not sure. Hey, Chris D5 piece. How old are you, bro? If you don't mind me asking. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm not saying everybody from that era thinks that this, but John Stockton is definitely not overrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to point guards, I have him top 5 all time. Okay. Now, everybody got that. It's a lot of great. All of these point guards are great. You know, you got Magic, you got Isaiah, you got, in no particular order. You know what I mean? Magic, Steph, Isaiah, Oscar. This is my top 5 right here. This is my top 5 point guards all time. Magic Johnson 1, Steph Curry 2, and I'm a Golden State Warriors fan saying this. But just like I say about when it comes to LeBron James versus Kobe or Magic or Jordan, Magic Johnson still got 5 rings. I understand. Like now, if you ask me personally, if you ask me personally, who would I take? Who do I personally want between Magic Johnson and Steph Curry? Give me Steph Curry. But I'm saying just on a all-time ranking scale, to me, I mean, everybody, like I said, everybody entitled to their opinion, but to me, you still have to put Magic Johnson ahead of Steph Curry, just simply off the fact that he got more rings than him, bro, and he dominated the 80s. Okay, he's five of 9. He got 5 rings, and he's been to 9 finals. Curry got 4 rings. He's been to 6 finals. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson, bro, basically was damn near in every NBA finals in the 80s. His career, the bulk of his career, I know he had that little stint where he came back like in like 95 or 96 for a year or two or whatever. But he essentially retired with the HIV announcement in 91. His Magic Johnson's the main stint of his career was really like 12 years, bro, from 79 to 91. You feel me? So, and he went to 9 finals. So between 1979 and 1991, he appeared in the finals 9 times, bro. So that means out of those 12 years, he went to the finals 9 times. Bro, that's pure domination, bro. Like, that's pure domination. So for me, bro, there's no bigger Steph Curry fan than me, bro. None. Ain't no bigger Steph Curry fan than me. I just have respect for winning is everything to me, bro. 5 is more than 4. It's just facts. You know what I'm saying? And Magic Johnson went to more finals. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that Magic Johnson is way up here and Steph Curry's way down there. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying just off the fact that Magic Johnson got more rings and he was the driving force of all 5 of the championships that they won. The driving force. You know what I'm saying? He was Showtime. You know what I'm saying? I still got Magic ranked over Steph. It pains me to say, because I want to put Steph Curry over Magic Johnson. I really do want to do that. You feel me? But I got to give Magic Johnson that respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, if we talking about personally, you know what I mean? If you say, Jada, give me your all-time starting 5. Steph Curry is going to be my starting point guard, not Magic Johnson. You feel me? But I'm just saying on an all-time ranking level, on an all-time ranking scale of it. You know what I'm saying? I still got to rank Magic Johnson ahead of it. I just got to do that. You feel me? So I got Magic as the greatest point guard of all time. I got Steph Curry at number 2. I got Isaiah Thomas at 3. I got Oscar Robertson at 4. And I got John Stockton at 5. Okay? Now, that we gotta think about Gary Payton. We gotta think about Jason Kidd. We gotta think about Chris Paul. We gotta think about who else? It's some more that I'm missing. You feel me? Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? But Kyrie is to me is lower than all of them. But he's still up there. If you want to put Allen Iverson there, whether he's a point guard or a shooting guard, you know what I'm saying? Chris DY5, he said Curry clears Magic easily. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm really not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Jerry West, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that at all. But for me, on my all-time ranking list, Curry got to get another ring for me, bro, in order to surpass Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Right now, on my top 10, I got Magic Johnson number 3 all time. You know what I'm saying? I got Magic number 3 all time. I got Steph Curry like number in between like 8 and 10. I got him top 10 for sure. I ain't got Curry no lower than number 10. You know what I'm saying? If Curry can get another championship, then I'll put him top 5. You know what I'm saying? I'll have him top 5. The only players that I will rank higher than Steph Curry, if he gets another championship, it'll just be 4 players. It'll be or on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not over him, but but you know what I mean? But if I do put any players over him, even if he get another championship, the only 4 players that I would have ahead of him is Jordan, Kobe, Kareem, and Magic. That's it. Like, them is 4 Pantheon all-time great straight up killers. You feel me? So, you know, I understand, bro, because we watching Steph Curry right now, bro. And a lot of times right now, we just fixated on what's going on right now, bro. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was like that. He was really like that. Kobe was like that. You know what I'm saying? Magic was like that. So, like, you know, so I understand we watching Curry right now, and Curry is all-time damn great. I mean, all-time. I never seen no shit like that. Like, I'm not mad. I'm not even mad if somebody put, like, Curry number 2 or number 3 all-time. I don't have him that high. I could understand why somebody would say that, though. With obviously the championships, but how he has revolutionized the game, bro. And how he's still playing this great so late into his career, bro. Like I said, bro, ain't no bigger. Steph Curry, my favorite player. He's my favorite player. Right now, he been my favorite player for damn near his whole career, bro. You feel me? So ain't no bigger Steph Curry fan than me. You know what I'm saying? But I have to still keep in perspective the players that came before him, that did what they did before him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just because, you know, their time is up and they haven't played in a while, I don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? I don't just be like, oh, well, they old, and you know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. Like Magic Johnson was really like that. You know what I'm saying? But in regards to John Stockton, yes, John Stockton never won a championship, although he got close a few times. Okay. And so I have him ranked higher than a few players that have won championships. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Gary Payton is an all-time great point guard. Jason Kidd is an all-time great point guard, but they won championships later in their careers when they weren't the point guards that they were anymore. Like Gary Payton won his championship with the Heat in 2006. You feel me? By that time, that wasn't the Seattle Supersonics Gary Payton no more. You know what I'm saying? But I still give him credit for winning the championship. Same way with Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd won a championship with the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. You know what I mean? Once his career was you know what I mean? That wasn't the early Dallas Mavericks Jason Kidd, or the Phoenix Suns Jason Kidd, or the New Jersey Nets Jason Kidd. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Jerry West. You know what I'm saying? There's a few other ones that I'm forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not naming right now. But nah, I'm just saying that to say John Stockton was like that. Yeah, and then there's a lot of players that, had they not got injured, you know what I'm saying? Like Brody just said, Derrick Rose. I would have loved to see what Derrick Rose's career would have ended up being. You know what I'm saying? Had he not had those injuries early in his career. Derrick Rose is the youngest MVP in NBA history. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, he won the MVP in his second year in the league. Like, that's crazy stats, man. Like, that's crazy stats. Derrick Rose was like that. Derrick Rose got one. I always got to show this, bro. Derrick Rose has one of the illest in-game dunks, bro, that I ever seen in my life, bro, against the Phoenix Suns, bro. Like, on a fast break, like, cocked back and just, like, threw that motherfucker in the like, let me show y'all this, bro. Derrick Rose, bro. This is one of the illest, craziest in-game dunks. Because, like, just the authority and the hops, bro. Just on some crazy shit, bro. Like, let me see. But it's a good combo though. You feel me? Let me see. Derrick Rose dunk versus Suns. This shit right here. Like, here you go right here, bro. Like, John Wall is another one. Look at this shit right here, bro. Like, bro. He cocked all the way back to his neck, man.
Watch this. Oh my goodness. I mean, he actually poked this ball.
Look at this.
I want to go higher.
Bro.
Oh,
look at that.
Somebody grab Dragon's
look
leg.
at this.
You know who this kid is? He's from Chicago.
Like Goran Dragic, bro.
And you are
Goran Dragic. What are you doing, bro? Why did you choose to jump with this man? I don't understand why you did that. What in your right mind told you that, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead on and jump with this man on this one. You know what I mean? I think I might got a chance to block this. Hey, KCGV for life. Yeah, that's Goran Dragic right there. Like, I don't know what this man was thinking. Like, listen to the announcer, bro.
Did you not get the memo?
Listen to the announcer.
Stop it! Do not do him like that! What are you doing, Dragic? Did you not get the memo? Derrick Rose can go upstairs. Woo!
This was prime D Rose, bruh.
Oh my goodness! I mean, he actually caught this ball. Watch. I want to go higher.
Look at that.
Dragic. Somebody grab Dragon's leg. If you know who this kid is, he's from Chicago.
That's ridiculous.
40-inch vertical. And you are, where's my poster machine? This is what I need, my poster machine. Where's it at? Oh my goodness.
That's just, dog. Like, that's just absolutely ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, prime Derrick Rose, was something else. Somebody said John Wall. Yep, I mean, you know, John Wall, he's another one too. You know what I'm saying? He's another one too. You know what I'm saying? You know, he had the potential to be great. You know what I'm saying? And he was great for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So now the point guard conversation definitely is ill. Yep, I agree. Earth to Cam said one of the greatest playoff series was the Bulls versus Heat. I remember that. James Cash said he's a bum with long hair. Who is that? Who's a bum with long hair? Chris, okay, Chris DY 5-piece. Said D Rose was all right. Dwight Howard deserved that MVP. I'll say this. I don't know whether, you know what I mean? I'm not mad that D Rose got the MVP. One thing that I will say though, like for example, I forgot, I think it was you, Chris, that said it, that John Stockton was overrated. Dwight Howard is underrated. Okay. I thought in the top 75, I thought he should have been on that list over Anthony Davis. I'm not taking away nothing from Anthony Davis, because Pelicans Anthony Davis was off the chain as well. So Pelicans Anthony Davis wasn't nothing nice. You know what I mean? However, Pelicans Anthony Davis never took a team to an NBA Finals, though. You know what I'm saying? Like Dwight Howard, bro, people forget, bro. Dwight Howard won 3 straight Defensive Player of the Year awards. He was an MVP candidate, a perennial MVP candidate for about 3, 4, maybe even 5 years in a row in Orlando. And he took that team to the NBA Finals, and they only lost to Kobe's Lakers in 09. Ain't no shame in losing to Kobe Bryant. Okay? Not only that, they beat LeBron James' Cleveland Cavaliers, that was the #1 seed, and won 60-plus games that regular season. That's the team that they beat. Okay? Dwight Howard, to me, is underrated. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just because of, you know, he's a playful player, you know what I mean? He kind of goofy with it, you know what I mean? He play around a lot, you know what I mean? I don't know if that takes away from it, but Dwight Howard, I feel like is one of the most underrated players, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a Hall of Famer. And he matter of fact, he just got inducted to Hall of Fame like last year, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely a Hall of Famer. And I believe he deserved to be on that top 75 team over Anthony Davis. That's just me. That's just me. Same way with me. I feel the same way about, and y'all may say, oh, you're just saying that because you're a Warriors fan. I feel like Klay Thompson deserved to be on the top 75 over Damian Lillard. I just feel that way. I'm taking away nothing from Damian Lillard, okay? Great point guard, right here from the Bay Area as well. But Klay Thompson had some of the biggest moments in some of the biggest games in NBA history that contributed to winning championships, bro. You feel me? Like facts. So people will say, oh, well, what if Klay Thompson was the #1 player on his team? Could he lead his team, you know, like Damian Lillard led his? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not saying that overall Klay Thompson is a better player than Damian Lillard. Okay. Even though I think overall it's probably a little bit closer than what people may want to admit. But I would probably give Damian Lillard the nod over Klay Thompson as far as who's the overall better player. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably give Damian Lillard, you know, a little bit more of a nod. But still, even with that, like a lot of those games that the Warriors won in some of those championships, they don't win some of those championships without Klay Thompson. How y'all think he got the name Game 6 Klay? Okay? Because sometimes, and this is another thing, again, like I said, I love Steph Curry, okay? But this is another thing now. Steph Curry has the championship that they won in Boston, against Boston in 22, kind of like supplanted it, and all of this kind of go out of the window. But there was a little while there. There was a little while there where he kind of had a little bit of a, I don't fully agree with it, where Steph Curry kind of had a little bit of a, he was kind of a little bit kind of known for kind of like not showing up as and not that he never showed up, not that he just choked, but there's some big games in the playoffs where, you know what I mean, early in their championship runs where, some of them games, it was kind of like, hey, where you at, big dog? Come on. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not saying that because when I go back and watch a lot of those early, the Warriors in 15, 16, 17, 18, no, Steph Curry showed up and showed out. I'm just saying there were some games and some moments where you would expect him to perform better, and he wasn't doing it. Not all the time, just a few times though. You know what I'm saying? But when he didn't, Klay Thompson showed up and showed out. So I just feel like the reason why I would put Klay Thompson in the top 75 over Damian Lillard, because of his contribution to championship winning teams and showing up in the big moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the longest, Damian Lillard had the moniker of like, oh, he's the clutchest player in the league. I'm not saying that Damian Lillard is not clutch. However, we got to think about it like this. Bro, how clutch are you, bro, if you don't got no rings? Like, I'm not saying he's not clutch, but I'm saying, at one point they were saying Damian Lillard is more clutch than Steph Curry. My whole thing with that is, so what you want to be? You want to be more clutch or you want to win? Because I want to win. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to give the moniker to somebody else being the most clutches, but he ain't got no rings, but I'm winning all the rings, okay, y'all can call him clutch then. I'm not even tripping. Let him be the most clutches. I get the rings. Give me the rings. Facts. You feel me? So I'm just saying, like, that's the reason why I would put Klay Thompson in top 75 over Damian Lillard. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, basically what Damian Lillard, his clutch name basically came off 2 shots. Okay? He was living off 2 shots. And both of them were big shots, and they were series clinching shots. So I give it to him. But the 2 shots that Damian Lillard was living off of was the walk-off shot against OKC when it was Russ and Paul George over there. Remember, Paul George was like, that's a bad shot. You know what I mean? That was a bad shot. Bullshit. Okay, you could say he was saying it because of the shot that he took and where he took it from. You can say it's a bad shot all you want. He made it. He sent your asshole. So, but it's that one, and then the walk-off shot against Houston when Dwight Howard was over there. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 shots. But both of those shots, one of them came in the first round and another one came in the second round. You know what I'm saying? So one of them was a walk-off shot against Houston where he made the shot to win the series, sent Houston home, and then they went to the second round and, you know what I mean, and then lost. You feel me? And then another one was a walk-off shot against OKC in the second round, I believe, sent OKC home and then went to the conference finals and then lost. You know what I'm saying? And then Not only that, Damian Lillard in the playoffs against the Warriors, he's 0-10. He never beat him in the playoffs. Yeah, you feel me? So like, yeah, but or no, I think it's just against I think it's against Steph Curry. He's 0-10. And that is the Warriors, but I think the 0-10 comes from the series in 2016, the year that the Warriors won 73 games, but Steph Curry got hurt in game 1 of the first round against Houston, and he didn't play again so he missed the rest of the first round, and then he didn't play again until the second round, game 4. That was the I'm back game when he came back and he scored 17 points. Steph Curry scored 17 points in overtime, the most points that any player has ever scored in an overtime game in postseason history. You know what I mean? And he was like, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? That was that game. And then after that, Portland didn't win no more games. So that's where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Because I think at that time of the series, the Warriors because they were still up in the series even without Steph Curry. The Warriors was up, I think, like 2-1. You know what I'm saying? And then when Steph Curry came back in game 4, they won that game 4, and then they won game 5. You know what I'm saying? To close out the series. But I mean, yeah, good conversation though. Chris DY5, he said Draymond better than Dennis Rodman, and he's the best defender of his generation. He deserves top 75. I also agree with that. I don't know if I agree with he's better than Dennis Rodman. I'm not saying he is, or I'm not saying he ain't. They're both all-time great players. I don't disagree. I don't necessarily agree. I don't know. I would have to think about that. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely agree that Draymond is the best defender of his generation. And I agree that he deserves top 75 consideration too. He just do, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just do, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, he just and that's one of the things that I've always said. Like they always like to talk shit. Oh, Draymond, this and that, blah blah. Can't shoot and all that, or don't score. People forget. See, I'm a Warriors fan, so I don't forget. I know these things. I remember these things. Pre-KD on the Warriors, Draymond Green scored more. He scored more. What happened is, once KD came, he didn't feel the need to have to go out his way to score. He like, bro, I got Steph Curry over here, I got Klay Thompson over here, and I got Kevin Durant over there. What I need to score for? I'm going to just play hellacious defense, get the rebound, and play, make, and facilitate. I don't need to fucking score. What the hell I'm going to do that for? I got Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry on my team. I'm going to just pass them the ball. You feel me? And you're right, Chris. Hey, 1,000% right, Chris. If the Warriors would have won the championship in 2016, the 73-9 year, Draymond Green would have been the Finals MVP. The greatest game I ever seen Draymond Green, and this is another thing that goes to your point about saying that. Draymond Green is a big game player. He don't choke in big games. He shows up in big games. Okay? The greatest game I ever seen this man play was Game 7 of the NBA Finals. It don't get no better than that. Okay? One game for all the marbles. Draymond Green balled out, bro. He has something like, bro, let me see. Watch this. Watch this. Draymond Green stat. He had something like 35. He was like 6 of 8 from 3. Draymond Green balled out that game, bro. Draymond Green. 2016 Finals stats, Game 7. Draymond Green had 32 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists. The nigga damn near had a triple-double. He was 11 of 15 from the field, shot 73%, and he was 6 of 8 from 3, shot 75% from the 3. Made all his free throws, was 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Okay? And only had 2 turnovers. Draymond Green balled out game 7, bro. If Warriors would have won that series, he would have been the finals MVP. Facts. Facts. Earth to Cam Bam say, nah, we can't disrespect the worm like this. I'm not disrespecting Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman is one of my favorite players of all time, too. But Dennis Rodman, the only thing about Dennis Rodman is, when we talk about him versus Draymond Green, for one, Dennis Rodman is one of the greatest defenders of all time. Probably the greatest rebounder of all time, but you got, but also who was another great rebounder that people kind of overlook is Moses Malone. You know what I'm saying? I only know that from doing my research in history. I wouldn't just know that just off the top. You know what I'm saying? I know that because I heard a credible NBA person say that, and so then I looked it up myself. Moses Malone's one of the greatest, but I to me, I'm gonna say Dennis Rodman is the greatest rebounder of all time. But he had no offensive game. At least Draymond did have some type of offensive game. And even now, like, if Draymond, like, really want to, I'm not saying he could average 30, but if Draymond really wanted to, he could average 15 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, facts. Dennis Rodman ain't never averaging 15 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Not in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not disrespecting Dennis Rodman at all, bro. These are, you can't lose with either one. You cannot lose with either one, bro. With Rodman or Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose with either one, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a good, it's something good to talk about, you know what I'm saying, and consider, you know, because they both great players. Facts. RCD deal with Iowa say when Dennis was in college, he was cooking it. No, so I was going to say that too. I was going to say that RC is that Dennis Rodman was a scorer in college. You know what I'm saying? So I got it. But that's why I said in the NBA though. You know what I'm saying? In the NBA, he just wasn't that type of player. You know what I'm saying? He didn't need to be. He found his niche, defense and rebounded, and he stuck to it. RC deal with Iowa says Snax, I think the game ended in the bottom of the 19th. Dodgers won on Freddie Freeman walk-off homer. Let me see.
Serial coverage is brought to you
Let
by
me
Taco
see.
Bell. This city of Kansas City, Missouri, all lit up.
The Cleveland Indians take the lead 3 games to 2 of the LCS.
It seemed to me more than anything, we just ran out of gas.
We were spent, man.
And the Cleveland Indians start to celebrate. They are the American
Let's see.
champions for 1995.
Emotions.
Blah, 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 blah.
I just couldn't hold it anymore.
22 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds for the game. Rockets were up.
Let's look at this.
Thompson finds KD and 1.
Warriors basketball.
1 now. They
Okay, let me see what Houston doing.
from his favorite spot on the floor. 19 points,
Okay.
6 rebounds, assists. Rockets
Because I believe the Rockets was 0-2 coming into this game.
Reed Shepard with the rip on Cam Thomas for the finish. 15 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds.
Yep, this is their first win of the season.
137-109.
Now to a team that has not lost.
All right, so I'm gonna say this too. You know, we is talking about this season. Is that I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to find out. See, they don't get baseball no type of love. World Series is on, and they don't. I ain't seeing no coverage. I'm even on MLB Network. They playing some.
He basically said, "Hey guys."
On MLB Network, they playing some other shit. Okay, I see it. World Series presented by Capital One. LA Dodgers lead 2-1.
What are you talking about? They said they're still here.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching Game 4 though. I need to watch the rest of this World Series. I haven't watched not one game of it yet, and I wanna watch the rest of the series. But Houston Rockets, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. I think they made a mistake by getting Kevin Durant, bro. I just feel that way. Chris DY 5P say JK going to get most improved player. Though if he keep playing like this, he will. Bay Area Block Report say you're right, because the last update I said it ended in a tie. I Googled it and said it ended in a tie. I was like, I ain't never heard of that, but yeah, they won 6-5. Yeah, nah, you can't when it's a championship round, ain't no ties. You know what I mean? Somebody got to win. They would have kept playing until you can't end in a tie. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't end in a tie in the World Series or like a Super Bowl or like an NBA Finals. Like y'all got to just keep playing until they win. But yeah, James Cash say, "Let's go Dodgers." Yeah, you know we SF Giants fans out here, man. So we ain't really feeling that. Nah, it's all good. I ain't even tripping. Yeah, hey, it's Drake and Kendrick all over again. Toronto versus LA. You feel me? It's Drake and Kendrick all over again. But RC did what I would say worse than first questions in the Eastern Conference. Bulls are 3-0. Are they real? And the Pacers are 0-3. Are they really bad? Papa J. Papa J, don't tell me you a Dodgers fan, big dog. Come on, Papa J. Hey, worse than first. What's going on though, Papa J? Right on for tapping in. He said, yeah. He said, I'm a die. Hey, Papa J, ain't you from the Bay? I thought you was from the Bay. Or is you just a Niners fan? Because I know you a Niners fan. Most Niners fans is Giants fans. But if you're not from the Bay Area, then I understand. Papa J said, I'm even a Lakers fan over the Warriors. That's crazy. Are you from LA or are you from the Bay? Because then that would make sense. I mean, it's some I don't know no Bay Area Dodgers fans, but I know it's a lot of Bay Area Lakers fans. Bay Area Block Report says, John. Okay. Hey, gotta respect it. Papa J said, I'm from the Bay and a true Niner fan, but I'm one of those rare ones that love the Dodgers and the Lakers. The Lakers one, I could see that. I understand it because I know a lot of Bay Area Lakers fans. You know what I'm saying? Not more than Warriors fans, but I know a lot of Bay Area Lakers fans. But the Dodgers, damn, that's a new one, bro. Like, I don't know too many Bay Area Dodgers fans, but hey, I ain't mad at you, big dog. I ain't mad at you. It ain't nothing but sports. We root for who we root for. It's all good. Chris DY 5P say, I'm from Cincy, but moved to the Bay in high school, so I'll port the Bengals, but the Warriors are my NBA team. Facts. It's all good. RC did what I would say, Snax. Why don't nobody rock with the Kings like that out there? Bro, like, it's one or two Kings fans, but it's just because in the Bay Area, bro, we just all Warriors fans. Like in Sacramento, so if you from the Bay Area, then you know like that Sacramento is not the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? They like our cousin, you know what I'm saying? They like a Bay Area cousin, you know what I'm saying? But Sacramento is not the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? It's not far from the Bay Area. It's like right on the outskirts, you know what I'm saying? But it's not the Bay Area. And so most Bay Area natives are just Warriors fans, just because of that alone. You know what I'm saying? And the Kings always, even when the Warriors was a bad team, bro, they always still had a strong fan base. You know what I'm saying? The Kings just, I don't know, bro. They just ain't. They just, I just don't feel like a lot of Bay Area fans feel like they a fun team to root for. You know what I'm saying? But we Warriors fans. You feel me? Straight up. You know what I mean? So that is a good question, because, you know, it's not, Sacramento is not hella far from, you know what I mean? It's like a 2-hour drive. So, I mean, that's not hella far, you know what I mean? But, you know, and depending on where you at in the Bay Area, it's shorter than that. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you at in the Bay Area, it could be only an hour to an hour and a half drive. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we just Warriors fans over the Kings. Papa J said, I still love all Bay Area teams though. Salute. They should have left that damn team in Kansas City then, the Kings. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why they and then Sacramento is like, it ain't just, hey, I love all my people in Sacramento. Shout out to Sacramento. I ain't trying to shit on Sacramento at all. But Sac is just like, it's just like a city that's like I don't know how I want to say it. Like, it's just a weird, I feel like it's just a weird city to have a sports team in. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no other sports teams in Sacramento, just the Kings. You know what I'm saying? And shit, even if you ask a lot of NBA players, like, a lot of NBA players, they don't want to play in no damn Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember hearing Chris Webber say that before he came to, now he eventually grew to love it, because that was the last time there was a really good team for, you know, year in and year out during the Chris Webber, you know what I mean, days. I mean, I know they had that one good year a few years ago, you know what I'm saying? But with De'Aaron Fox and all that. But the Sacramento is just a weird city to have a professional sports team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Papa J said, fuck Sacktown. Shout out to Sacktown, man. I don't want nobody from Sacramento, you know what I mean, getting at your boy. Oh, that nigga Jaden was talking shit about Sacramento, right? Watch when we see that nigga, right? Bay Area Blockman said, I need to send the Kings out of here to Las Vegas. Something, you know what I mean? It just, you know, I don't know. It's just Sacramento Kings is, now they got a solid fan base too, especially when the team is good. They got a solid fan base though. But and yeah, we got a rivalry, you know, between fan bases, you know, between Warriors fans and Kings fans, you know what I mean? It's always been a little rivalry there. Chris say Steph didn't want to play for the Warriors. Facts. Steph did not want to play for the Warriors. He wanted to go to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to go to the Knicks for sure. Yep. He wanted to go to the Knicks. The Warriors, we was trash, bro. The Warriors, we was trash, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. We was not a desirable place to play either. Facts. Facts. Grayson Allen was snapping tonight. Who Grayson play for now? Is he with the Kings? But what I was gonna say about the Rockets, bro, was that, man, I think the Houston Rockets made a mistake by grabbing Kevin Durant. I think they had something dope going, and by breaking that up, I mean, I know, I think they're gonna have a good team this year, but you know, I don't think like people like, bro, like, when are we gonna stop doing this, bro? Like Kevin Durant has done nothing since leaving the Golden State Warriors, bro. Absolutely nothing. Goated in the building. What's good? You was watching the World Series? Goated said that was the most insane game I've ever watched in sports in my life, in any sport in my life. Man, I don't know why Kevin Durant keeps getting these passes, bro. Like, I don't understand it. Earth to Cam said KD the biggest snake of all time. Facts. Like, I don't understand, bro, how he everywhere he goes, it's supposed to be a super team. They fail. He skate out of there and go to the next team, and then they keep talking about Kevin Durant. He's one of the greatest scorers of all time, man. Just give him the ball and get out the way. This, that, blah, blah, blah. Like, they talk about him like he's some unstoppable force. If he's so unstoppable, why hasn't he won any championships before or after the Warriors? He won championships with a team that essentially didn't even really need him like that. You know what I'm saying? It's proven. They won a championship before him and after him. You know what I'm saying? And like, so he go to the Nets. That's supposed to be some big mega super team. Him, Kyrie, James Harden. They fail miserably. Okay? Not only that, the team that they lost to in 2022 that they got swept by in the first round, the Warriors went on to beat that same team in the NBA Finals. And Steph Curry had probably the biggest moment of his career. You know what I'm saying? And they was talking like, once KD came over here, oh, he the reason why, and this and that, and blah, 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 blah. The Boston Celtics swept the Nets with KD and Kyrie Irving, bro. Swept them. They didn't win one game. Okay? Sent them packing. Sent them home. Sweeps. Broomsticks. Okay? They got to the finals. The Celtics got to the finals and got bopped on top of the head by Steph Curry. Steph Curry was doing like this in the third quarter of Game 6 in Boston. Like, yeah, run that in. Run that ring in. I'm going to need that. You feel me? So if he's so unstoppable, Kevin Durant's so unstoppable, I mean, Jason Tatum stopped him. Jaylen Brown stopped him, locked his ass up. You feel me? Then he skate up out of there. They get Steve Nash fired and all that. Oh, yeah, Steve Nash is another one of the greatest point guards of all time. I forgot about Steve Nash. They get Steve Nash fired. He slithers slimy ass up out of there. Go to Phoenix and go fuck up they shit. They was in the finals before Kevin Durant. You feel me? They were in the finals. Kevin Durant come over there. They get Chris Paul up out of there. Like, Phoenix Suns fucked up their own motion, bro. They fucked up their own motion. The Phoenix Suns started to go downhill once they fired Monty Williams, followed by trading Chris Paul. After that, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Matt Ishbia bought the team and totally just like decimated that team, bro. You know what I mean? Don't know what the hell he doing. These owners be thinking because they successful in other areas of business and they got enough money to go buy a professional sports team that professional sports team is gonna be successful. They could just come in. Like, bro, at one time, bro, they had Kevin Durant. Like last year, they had Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal on the same team. Like, bro, they all shooting guards. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So, Chris Paul was the reason why that team had success, bro. And they got rid of him. It didn't make any sense. But he go over there, bro. The Phoenix Suns didn't even make the playoffs last. They didn't even make the play-in. How you don't make the play-in, big dog? You know what I'm saying? And now he in Houston, and he gonna mess that up. So I see Houston, you know, making the playoffs and getting bounced in the first or second round. That's just what I see. And they just finished paying Bill. It's crazy. Ravens going to get killed by Miami. Ravens is doing all bad without Lamar Jackson. Browns in the house. Let's go Ravens. Now the Suns are damn near back where the hell they were before they got KD. Yep. Facts. CBF to KD. Bradley Beal was the one who fucked up the Suns shit. Yeah, I agree that Bradley Beal is probably a little bit of an overrated player, but my whole thing is they talk about Kevin Durant like he's so great. I'm not saying Kevin Durant is not great. Obviously, he's a great basketball player, but is he a winning basketball player? They talk about Kevin Durant like he's the player that's going to get you over the hump to win a championship, and he's never did that ever his whole career. He never got no team over the hump. The Warriors already had won a championship before him. That's not getting them over the hump. You know what I'm saying? They won a championship in 15. Then the next year in 16, they had a unanimous MVP and won 73 games and barely lost the finals in game 7. You know what I'm saying? So when he came to the Warriors, that just made it super duper like uneasy and unfair for the rest of the league. But that didn't get them over the hump. They already won a championship and they had already had an all-time great team by that point. You feel me? So that's my thing with Houston. I think they made a mistake by grabbing Kevin Durant, bro. They not going to win a championship. To me, getting Kevin Durant assures that you're not finna win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to give up too much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't think they finna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Another cool thing about the NBA this year is I'm gonna give some predictions real quick too. Another cool thing about the NBA this year is Michael Jordan being back. Michael Jordan on NBC. I'm tripping, bro. Michael Jordan on. Michael Jordan is just the GOAT, bro. Like, let me see.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
I wish I could take a magic pill, put on shorts, and go out and play the game of basketball today, because that's who I am. That's that type of competition, that type of competitiveness is what I live for, and I miss it. I miss that.
Bron sexual alert. Bron sexual alert. Bron sexual alert.
Challenge myself against what people see as great basketball.
22 years since retiring from the NBA, Michael Jordan is talking once again.
You ever pick up a ball and just shoot? I haven't picked up a ball in years.
Surprising fans that one of the last times he held a ball,
Bro, Michael Jordan is so competitive, bro. This man said, I wish I could still play right now.
was when he rented a house during the Ryder Cup, and the owner asked him for a favor to shoot a free throw for his grandkids.
It's the most nervous I've been in years.
Stop it.
In years.
Stop it. Come on.
And reason being is those kids heard the stories from the parents about what I did 30 years ago.
I hope you switched it.
Absolutely.
These days, Jordan saying his focus is on his family, catching up on the valuable time lost during his prime. A defining time that fans are celebrating to this day. His 1986 rookie card selling this week for a record $2.7 million. For now, Jordan says he feels a duty to share his thoughts on the game.
You know, that's part of what, this is all about, is to pass it, pay it forward.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated.
Man. Michael Jordan returns to NBA coverage. Man, MJ.
the all-new Acura ADX, crafted to match your energy.
Visit your local
Justin Squire. You a kid, bro. You got to be a kid. Or you got to be younger, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You're a dealer for
Ain't no way.
on a new vehicle.
Ain't no way.
Jordan has put it spectacular. It is Michael Jordan time.
Like, do you understand what Michael Jordan would have did to LeBron? So since you want to go there, okay? Do you understand what Michael Jordan would have did to LeBron James? LeBron James is so mentally weak, so mentally fragile. Michael Jordan would have beat LeBron James before they even stepped on the court, bro. LeBron James would have not had a shot. Like, what happened to LeBron James in 2011 with the Miami Heat against the Dallas Mavericks, that never happened to Michael Jordan. LeBron James absolutely choked, got his heart snatched out of his chest. The moment was too big. The lights were too bright. And he allowed for J.J. Barea and Jason Terry to punk him. That's what happened to LeBron James. Okay? What do you think Michael Jordan would have did to J.J. Barea and Jason Terry? Like, come on, man. Like, it's not like this LeBron MJ thing. Like we gotta stop this, bro. We really gotta stop. Like, it's not even close. It's not even close. Okay. Justice Squire said Jordan better, but King has the numbers. Bro, numbers don't listen, bro. I mean, you admitted it that Jordan is better. That's what matters, bro. Is that Jordan was better. The numbers that matter, Jordan, like, bro, do you guys understand, bro? Do you understand that, like, LeBron James is on his, 23rd year, and he's still chasing the ghost of Michael Jordan, bro? He's still chasing the ghost of Michael Jordan. You got to understand, I always say this when I talk about this topic. Michael Jordan did all of this in essentially 11 years. And it was 13 years in total with the Bulls. But it was really 11 years that he did this, bro. 6 titles and 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVP. Like, he did all of this in essentially 11 years because his second year in the league, he broke his foot. Either broke his foot or broke his ankle or whatever. So he didn't play the majority of that whole year. Okay, and then came back like right before the playoffs, and then that's when they end up getting swept by the Boston Celtics, the great 86 Celtics, one of the greatest teams of all time. They got swept by the Boston Celtics in the first round. That's the Jesus and Sneakers series when he hit Boston for 63 in the 86 playoffs, and Larry Bird was like, that he's Jesus and Sneakers. Like, everybody already knew at that point right there, Michael Jordan was the best player in the league. Okay. But my point in saying that is he missed the majority of that whole year, bro. So you can almost take that year out of it. Okay. Then the year that Jordan came back from his first retirement in 95, he came back with 17 games to go in the regular season. So you can essentially throw that year out. So the other 11 years are essentially what counts. Okay. And he absolutely dominated. And so if you look at it, okay, so yeah, the Wizards years, which was 2 years, the Wizards years count as far as his total numbers, as far as total points and all that. But bro, like, I'm saying that to say, think about what Michael Jordan did in just that little bit of time, bro. He's the all-time great. He's the all-time leading scorer in playoff history. He has the highest scoring average in playoff history. Okay, at like 30-something a game, 33 a game or something like that. If Michael Jordan wanted to surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's total scoring record, he could have did that a long time ago, bro. He said out of his mouth in an interview, that's not the reason why I play. And you know this to be true because if he really wanted that record, he would have never retired. He would have never retired. Michael Jordan retired the first time after only playing 9 years in the league, and the first three-peat since Bill Russell's Celtics. So you got to understand, at that time, after he had won his 3rd championship in a row, that had not been done in over 30 years, bro. Okay? The great players that were right before him, they did not win 3 in a row. Meaning Magic, Bird, Isaiah, Dr. J, Moses Malone, all those great players in the 70s and 80s, they never won 3 in a row. So he did something that hadn't been done in 30, 40 years. Okay? Won his first championship in his 7th year. Won his 2nd championship in a row in his 8th year. Won his 3rd championship in a row in his 9th year. And then he retired. He's like, bro, this shit too easy. Not only that, His father got killed that year after he won his third championship. So it was too easy for, he was looking at this shit like, bro, this is not a challenge for me anymore. You know what I'm saying? If he really wanted that record, he would have been got it. You know what I'm saying? He just needed a little bit of time off to rejuvenate himself basketball-wise. This man pulled one of the most gangster moves you can pull, bro. He won 3 championships in a row. Retired. Went to go play another sport, bro. Professional baseball. And anybody that knows sports knows that when it comes to dribbling a basketball, shooting a basketball, passing a basketball, throwing a football, catching a football, running with a football, those things are far easier to do than to hit a baseball coming at you 90 miles per hour. Even 70, 80 miles per hour, bro. Even just to get the bat on the ball and not even get a hit is a hard thing to do. He went to go do that. Okay? Then came back to the league and won 3 more championships in a row. There's only 3 three-peats in the NBA in modern times, bro. He got 2 of them. The only other one is by Shaq and Kobe's Lakers from 2000 to 2001 and then 2002. Michael Jordan has 2 of the modern three-peats. You know what I'm saying? Like, this Jordan LeBron debate, bro, it's not even close, bro. You know what I'm saying? But especially just because of the reason that LeBron James got punked by JJ Barea. Like, come on, man. You know what Michael Jordan would have did to JJ Barea, bro? Like, stop it. Michael Jordan was ruthless when it comes to ferociousness, ferocity, trash talking, just like getting in the heads of the opponent. Michael Jordan was absolutely ruthless, bro. Delete this account. K30 says they made him retire, bro. Gambling problems. That's false. Nobody made him retire. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know. They know. So, the one thing I'm gonna say about that, bro, is when, like, I understand the notion and people want to, you know, that people get into that and all that, bro. You got to understand, bro. We got to use our common sense when we talk about these things, bro. And I don't mean no disrespect when I say that. You know what I'm saying? We have to use our common sense. You have to understand, bro. Michael Jordan was the biggest athlete in the world, not just the NBA, in the world. It was Michael Jordan, even entertainer. Okay, in the 90s, at that time, the 2 biggest superstars, icons in the world were both MJs. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. Okay, Michael Jordan was the biggest, most iconic athlete in the world, bro. The NBA would not tell somebody like Michael Jordan, who is their biggest draw, they would not tell him to retire, bro. They would not force him to go away. Like, that's just bad business. That's like the NBA right now forcing Steph Curry to say, nah, bro, you got to go away. Bro, Steph Curry still, even to this day at 37 years old, bro, is between him and LeBron James, is the biggest draw, bro, in the NBA. They would not do that. That's just bad business. the biggest name in our brand, we're gonna force him to go retire because some quote unquote gambling and all that, bro. Those are just stories that have been fabricated over the years. Did Michael Jordan gamble? Yeah, he gambled, but he didn't gamble like it wasn't on no shit like what the NBA is going through right now, like with Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier and all of that. It wasn't nothing like that, bro. It was just him gambling, just on gambling. You know what I mean? But he wasn't gambling on like his teams, his own team and point shaving and like it wasn't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the NBA would not tell a draw like Michael Jordan to retire and make him go away. Like that's just not good business, bro. Like at all. RC deal with Iowa says Jordan was Tupac on the basketball court and Tupac was Jordan with a microphone. Facts. Delete this account. What gambling has corrupted sports, bro? Are you serious? What do you mean? Gambling has corrupted sport? Like, I don't understand. What does that have to do with Michael Jordan? You know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Jordan was a competitive person. He gambled because he liked to gamble. What I'm saying is, he didn't do like no Pete Rose shit. You know what I'm saying? And even Pete Rose, when he gambled, he didn't gamble against his team. He gambled for his team. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan didn't even do that. It was just gambling. Like, but it was what Michael Jordan was doing was just like any dude that would get. He didn't gamble on his own team though, or his own like sport. You know what I'm saying? So Michael Jordan gambling had nothing to do with nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but my overall point is I'm going to use my common sense, bro. And I like, for one, it hasn't been proven. Everybody involved has denied it. David Stern, when he was alive, denied it to the utmost. Like, and it just doesn't, like I said, bro, if you use your common sense, bro, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense for the NBA to force their biggest draw away from their brand, away from the game, because of something that is not even gonna like affect them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Michael Jordan's gambling wasn't on no Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier like type shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna fake an injury, and so like it's none of that. It was none of that. So no, he wasn't forced to retire, bro. That's just a rumor that has grew legs over the years, and some people believe it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not true. Nobody forced Michael Jordan to retire. There was a lot of things going on at that time. Like I said, for one, he just got through doing something that hadn't been done in 30, 40 years. So he kind of had lost his drive for, it's like, I just won 3 in a row, bro. Like, I'm at the top. Like, I need a new challenge. That's why he went to go play baseball. And then his father got killed. That's also the reason why he went to go play baseball. Because his dad always wanted him to play baseball. So that's all that was going on. They didn't force him to retire, though. You feel me? Earth to Cambam said Jordan would flip a coin for $100K. Facts. He was doing that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing no type of gambling that could come back and bite him in the ass as far as like, oh, he betting on his own team and like, and all that type of shit. Jordan wasn't doing that type of stuff. RC deal with. Iowa said, man, Vujacic been balling this season for the Bulls. Tonight, he went for 19 points, 9 assists, and 19 rebounds. Damn. Yeah, Vujacic getting it in. Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves been balling too. Austin Reeves had 51 the other night. And he had 41 tonight. You know what I mean? So Austin Reeves been balling too. Steph Curry been doing Steph Curry things. I'm excited about the Warriors, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors is doing their thing. But yeah, somebody earlier asked about the Bulls being 3-0 and the somebody else was 0-3. It's early in the season, bro. It's way too early in the season to like. Do I think the Bulls can be a little bit improved this year? I think they can be improved. The Bulls ain't finna do nothing this year, bro. Like, facts. Mr. Clemson, era 15, also had 8 turnovers tonight. Pissed me off. Okay, I didn't watch the game. I just seen that. I was watching a little bit of it. I didn't see too many of the turnovers, though. I just seen he had 41 after having 51. So I'm like, damn. Austin Reeves is and he doing this without Luka or LeBron on the court. I guess that's the only time he will be able to do it, though. You know what I'm saying? RC deal with Iowa say Snax, dog. I need my T-Wolves to trade for marketing. We will give them anyone except for Ed Edwards or Julius Randle. Or do you think Randle got to be included in that trade? For marketing, I believe so. You know what I mean? I believe the only way Julius Randle won't be in that trade is if they give up like all first rounders. You know what I mean? Like all first round picks type shit. Other than that, he kind of has to be involved in that trade. You know what I'm saying? Because marketing is a baller. Marketing is a straight up baller, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give something to get. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Mr. Clem say, get rid of Randall for marketing. You know, my thing is like this. With the Wolves, because I mean, Ed Edwards is just special. But I do think just a little bit in the Western Conference Finals last year against OKC, he kind of got just a little bit exposed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like he just still got a little bit of maturing to do. You know what I'm saying? Overall, you know. But and to be all right, and it's special. Straight up. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. But I mean, it's just too early in the season to like to give like you can look at certain teams and see certain things. Like, for example, all right, I'm gonna use my Warriors for example. The Warriors are a championship contender this year. I'm not saying they're gonna win it. I believe they can win it. I'm not guaranteeing that they will, but they're a championship contender. Only thing they got to do is, because since they got a lot of older players, or at least their main players are older, they just got to stay healthy. I mean, and I say that kind of like, because everybody got to stay healthy. I mean, so I you know, I'll say that, realizing that everybody got to stay healthy. You can say that for everybody, just that your main players are older. But also, when I think about it, it's like, because the thing about here in the Bay Area, one of the main stations that I listen to is 95.7 The Game. Okay? That's like the Warriors' flagship station. And one of my favorite shows on there is weekdays from 10 to 2, Steiny and Guru. Guru actually follows me on Twitter. And speaking of that, that's another thing, man. Everybody, man, in the chat, man, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm trying to grow my Instagram and my Twitter too. At Snax. You know what I'm saying? Both of them is at Snax, JADASNAX, JADASNAX. Follow your boy on the gram. Follow your boy on Twitter or X. You feel me? But I listen to 95.7 The Game, right? And my favorite show is Steiny and Guru. They come on from 10 to 2. Steiny, Matt Steinmetz, you know what I mean? Media member, former like Warrior. I don't know if he was a Warrior beat writer, but he's, you know, he used to be one of the media members that was like in the locker rooms, like a journalist type. You know what I'm saying? Now he a little older now, so he don't like go to locker rooms and all that shit no more. He just has his show on the radio. But he got this thing where he's always talking about the Warriors' age and they're older, and back-to-back games is gonna be harder for them, and like, I'm like, bro, I understand the age thing to a certain extent, but he overdoes it. He overdoes it to the point to where he makes it seem like he makes it seem like young players don't get hurt too. Like all players get hurt. Young players get hurt too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just like that, because they're older players, you know, their key players are older players, or at least older for sports, from a sports standpoint, that they're, I guess you could say they're a little bit more susceptible to injury. But young players get hurt too. That's my thing. Young players get hurt as well. You feel me? So it'll be one thing, like he was saying that earlier, like the reason why they lost to Portland on Friday is because it was a back-to-back game and they're older player. Bro, that's not why they lost. Their age has nothing to do with why they lost, bro. Portland beat them. And another thing I'll say about that is Steph Curry. I was getting ready to say he's the oldest player on the team, but I forgot we got Al Horford now. So Steph Curry is not the oldest player on the team. He's the second oldest player on the team. But Steph Curry is 37. One of the oldest players on the team. One of the more older players in the league. I'm going to ask y'all in the chat. Do it look like Steph Curry is slowing down? Any? Like, so it doesn't matter how old he is. It does matter from the standpoint of he got a lot of wear and tear on his body. But what I'm saying is Steph Curry doesn't play like a typical historical 37-year-old in the NBA. He's the most well-conditioned He's the most well-conditioned athlete in the league, bro. All he do is he don't never stop. All he do is run up and down the court, all around. When he don't got the ball in his hands, he running off screens. He don't stop moving. So yeah, he's 37, but he play like he 27. So it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like it matters, but it don't matter like how they try to make it seem. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, young players get hurt too, bro. You know what I mean? It'll be one thing if come talk to me when the only players in the league getting hurt is 33 years and up. And ain't nobody under the age of 30 getting hurt. Then you know what I mean? I'll worry about that. But last time I checked, when you play sports, chances are, it don't matter what age you is, chances are you there's a possibility that you can get hurt. So everybody gotta stay healthy. You know what I mean? But I was just saying all that to say, barring injury, you know what I mean? If the Warriors are able to stay healthy for the majority of the year, they got action. You know what I'm saying? And then I look at the Spurs. Man, look. This boy Wemby. I mean, what you supposed to do with that, big dog? Like, what you supposed to do with Wembanyama, man? Like, this dude is a real deal, legit alien, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Real Deal say, Mr. Clamp, Paulo Banchero or no? Never mind. He do the same thing that Randall do, but worse. Nah, you right. He just keep him. Nah, you right. We just keep him. Unless you say LaMelo wanted to come here. Who? Minnesota? LaMelo in Minnesota? Ooh. That'll be kind of nasty right there. Yeah, delete this account, K3O. Yeah, hey, nothing. Hey, you can't do nothing. I mean, like Wemby, my thing is like this with the Spurs. If I'm the Spurs, bro, I understand, you know, you got other players on the team and all that, but I'm sorry. You got to find a way to stop this man. Otherwise, all game, the whole time he in the game, all I'm doing is just throwing it up to him. Like, I'm talking about every play. We just coming down. Hey, we just gonna throw it up to Wemby. Like, bro, what you gonna, like, bro, Wembanyama, bro. I don't know. I just, he's a problem. He's a real deal problem. I don't know what they gonna do with him. You feel me? RCD Williams, Snax, somebody told me Spurs was going 80-2. Nah, they ain't gonna go 80-2. I mean, they off to a good start. They is 4-0. You feel me? So, but Wembanyama, bro. You can't do nothing with that, bro. It's nothing you can do. Like, I'm sorry. You can't do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? You lob it up to him. He can dribble like a point guard. And then now this year, he's figuring out that, okay, yeah, he might still shoot a few threes. But so far this year, he's figuring out that, oh, they can't stop me down here. I'm going to just stay down here. You feel me? Delete this account. Say it's crazy. 7'5", can shoot, block shots, handles, passing, rebounds. I mean, he can do it all. Wembanyama, if he keeps this up this year, he might damn near win the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year award in the same year, bro. And I think the only players that have done that is, I believe, Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon. Them is two greats right there. Okay? It might be somebody else that did. It ain't too many players that did that. It might be somebody else that did it that I'm not thinking about. But off the top of my head, only Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon have won the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year award in the same year. Let me see. How many players in NBA history have won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year award in the same year? Oh, okay. There's one more that I forgot. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis also did it in 2019, 2020. So the only 3 players that have done this in the same year have been Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Giannis Antetokounmpo that have won. Load of Truth, what's good? That have won Defensive Player of the Year and the MVP in the same year. Wemby got an opportunity to do that this year. He just got the opportunity to do that. And the Spurs are going to be a good team this year, bro. Like they just is. And then they got the other boy Castle, you know what I'm saying? And then another thing I be thinking about is I forgot, bro. They got De'Aaron Fox too. Like when he get back, like damn, bro. The Spurs. Now that I'm thinking about it, bro, like the Spurs might be a problem, bro. You feel me? No, Cooper Flag looking like Andres Nocioni. Who was Andres Nocioni? I heard that name before. Who was Andres Nocioni? My bad. I don't know everything. You feel me? If the Spurs make the playoffs without needing to play in, that's smooth work. Facts. The Spurs is gonna be a problem, bro. Giannis. Wemby's only thing, and I'm not wishing it on him. Obviously, I'm not predicting, but the only thing, and it's just like anybody else, bro. Okay. Ron Harper saying the lefty gonna be good too for the Spurs. Okay. With Wemby, the thing is, he got to stay healthy. Because it's one thing about these, it's one thing about like these tall, like these super tall players, bro. A lot of times, like they be having like knee problems or like you know, some type of leg issues. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it ain't natural for the body to just be that tall and that big. You know what I mean? And then especially you running up and down the court, you putting so much pressure on your legs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why a lot of times players that are that big or that big and tall or that tall, they oftentimes be having like either like foot or like knee issues. So that's the only thing that I think about with Wembanyama. You know, I'm just hoping that you know, if he don't sustain no type of either serious injury or just like some knick-knack injuries that keep him in and out of the lineup, in and out, the Spurs gonna be a problem, and he got a good shot at MVP this year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And speaking of MVP, man, Andres Nicchioni was an Argentina pro ball player who played 8 seasons for the Bulls 76ers. He was a tough role player. Okay. No doubt. But yeah, speaking of MVP, I think some of the MVP candidates this year are going to be, I mean, some of the usual suspects. It's 3 that you always got to throw in there. You know what I mean? Whether they win it or not, you know what I mean? But they all like Shea, Jokic, and Giannis always are going to be at least in talks or consideration to win the MVP, right? Then, you know what I'm saying, you got players like Wembanyama and then Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is due for an MVP award. You know what I'm saying? I know they said he sustained a little injury that's gonna keep him out like a week or something like that. But once he comes back, if he's able to stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of, y'all know how the MVP award go in the NBA. It kind of goes off like turns, who turn it is next. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to just keep giving it to one nigga all the time. You know, you feel me? So it kind of goes off like who turn it is. And I believe that Luka is due for an MVP award. You know what I'm saying? And he with the Lakers now. You know what I'm saying? So all the Lakers got to do is be like a top 5 to 6 seed. You know what I'm saying? And he go crazy this year, and he gonna be in consideration for MVP. But if Wemby keep doing what he doing, it's gonna be hard to not give it to him. And then who else will I say? Then you got players like, I mean, do I realistically think that this player is gonna win it? Nah, but I mean, Steph Curry is playing. He's starting out this season just off the chain too. You know what I'm saying? Like, Steph Curry is still one of the best players in the league at his advanced age. He's still one of the best. You feel me? Facts. Low the Truth say Kuminga balling. Yep. Yeah, Kuminga balling. Kuminga balling. And somebody in here said, RCD said, "What about your boy Nikola Jokic?" Yeah, I mentioned him. I said them at the beginning. Like, to me, Jokic, Shea, and Giannis are players that are they always gonna be in talks and in contention for the MVP award, as they should be. You know what I'm saying? As they should be. But I think the thing with Jokic is it's just fatigue with him. You know, it's just fatigue. They ain't gonna want to. He already won 3. They ain't gonna want to keep giving him more MVPs. They just not. You know what I'm saying? They just not gonna want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, now, if he just plays just so, I mean, obviously he gonna play well. He's Nikola Jokic. But if he just plays just out of this world to the point to where it's just undeniable, and the Nuggets are like a top 2 or 3 seed or something, then yeah, he can still get it. And the same with Shea. You know what I mean? If the Thunder have one of the same type of years that they had last year, and Shea keep, you know what I mean, doing what he's doing, he could win it too. And I always throw Giannis in there just because he's still one of the best players in the league. But the team, like, you know, the Bucks team is his team. The team gotta have more team success. Also, I'll say too, now that I'm thinking about it, somebody else that may be that we gotta think about and consider for MVP consideration is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson with the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Because people looking at the Knicks like one of the teams that it's kind of wide open for them this year to win a championship just because. And I don't be liking that, bro, because it's like, what you mean it's wide open, bro? Like, these people ain't won no championship since like the early 70s. And y'all just talking about it, man. If they don't, I'm hearing these fools talking about, man, if the Knicks don't make the NBA finals this year, at least, you know what I mean, then, they underachieved or it's a failure and all. I understand it might be a failure from a literal standpoint that only one team hoists the trophy at the end of the year, but come on, bro. Like, what is we talking about, bro? Like the Knicks ain't just some guaranteed to, like, they're a good team, but like to say if they don't, like, they just absolutely have to make the final. Now, they're saying it because Boston is going to be down this year without Jason Tatum. They already 0-3. You feel me? So that's why they're saying Boston is going to be, down. Indiana, you know what I mean, who was actually in the finals, they're not going to be as good because Halliburton is out the whole year. And I hate that, bro. I hate that he got injured in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and it's going to force him to miss this whole year. I hate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because Halliburton made the playoffs last year so exciting, bro. Like, Halliburton was straight up balling. You want to talk about clutch? Yeah. Halliburton was doing a damn thing, bro. You know what I mean? He got an unorthodox style of play and an unorthodox, like, shot, but it's exciting, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he just kept hitting big shot after big shot after big shot. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, facts. Delete this account. Mr. Clem say, that sucked, bro. Hallie came out balling in Game 7. Sure did. They had a realistic chance of winning that series, bro, if he didn't get hurt. They could have won Game 7. But, it is what it is. RC deal what I would say. Somebody help me figure out the Memphis Grizzlies and where they're headed, because I can't. Memphis is one of those teams that's like, they kind of shot themselves in the foot, bro, because a few years ago they was looked at as kind of like a team. They was a few years ago, Memphis was being looked at as like a team that can kind of be like what OKC is right now. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Ja just kind of like messed it up with all the bullshit, you know what I mean? With all the guns and, you know what I mean? With thugged out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ja-Pac. You know what I'm saying? Ja-Pac. Ja-Pac Shakur. You feel me? So, Ja just, you know what I mean? I understand it, but that's where it started at, because, and then Ja is like, he's shown himself to be a little injury prone too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he, you know what I'm saying? Man, Earth to Cam said, Ja pulling the AI. Thugged out, man. The boy thugged out, you know what I'm talking about? So, he always gonna miss. It seems like he always gonna miss a little bit of time, whether it's for injuries or whether it's him getting suspended for 20 or 30 games for some bullshit. You feel me? So, the Grizzlies is just kind of one of those teams that they just kind of, they missed their mark, bro. You know what I'm saying? Young Dolph Morant on my mama. Hey, when he was going through all that shit, I was calling him, because I like Ja, but, his name is Ja Morant. I was calling that nigga Ja Moron. Ja Moron. You feel me? Like, bro, what is you doing, bro? These people, this nigga came with the gun. These people suspended your ass, told your ass don't do that again. This nigga did the shit again and shit. Yes, he like, damn, boy. This nigga Ja was on that shit. Like, yeah. You feel me? But yeah, man. Yeah, so the Grizzlies, yeah, we whooped up on them tonight. The Warriors. But who else, man? So yeah, I feel like the Warriors are a championship contender. They real deal got action. The Spurs are, I mean, Wemby is going to be a problem. I mean, Wemby is a problem. They going to have to figure it out. You feel me? The NBA going to have to figure that one out. Because, I mean, Wemby is just, I mean, that's a real deal alien right there. I mean, Brody is really from, like, Pluto. You feel me? Like, straight up. Yeah. Let me see. Like I said, Houston, I think they best up. But I think they're still going to be a good team, but I don't think they should have got KD, bro. That's just me. I think they should have kept it how it was. And I think they did too much by getting KD. You know what I'm saying? The Nuggets, good team. Definitely a good team. The Nuggets definitely got action too, just because they got Jokic and they got a good team. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like the Nuggets are gonna do Nuggets things. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Phoenix, doo-doo. Sacramento Kings, doo-doo. Utah Jazz, doo-doo. Lakers, I feel like the Lakers are going to get back to Laker type behavior once LeBron James ain't on the team no more. LeBron James has absolutely hijacked the team and just ruined the team, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got his best friend as the coach, or one of his friends as the coach. He got JJ Redick. He got his son on the team. You know what I mean? He still looked at himself as the prime LeBron James, and he ain't that no more. Even when he was that, you know what I mean? It was a good probability he was going to choke. You know what I'm saying? People just tired of him, bro. You know what I'm saying? People just tired of him, bro. And it may be time to go on, hang it up, big dog. You know, it may just be time to go on and do that. But the Lakers just going to be a mediocre team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dallas. The thing I hate about Dallas is that Kyrie ain't there, man. I hate that Kyrie is not there. You feel me? I want Kyrie to be there so I can see him at full strength and kind of see what they going to do, how they, you know what I mean? But you know. Yeah, Cooper Flag is the truth too. Cooper Flag is the truth. Yes, sir. I like Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag is the truth. Definitely. Cooper Flag gonna be one of them ones. You know, they got a good they got something good going on, but you know, at least they got their future, and at least they got their future. But you know, Anthony Davis, we all know we can count on Anthony Davis to get hurt at some point. It's just gonna happen. We already know it's gonna happen. You feel me? We already know it's gonna happen. He gonna have some type of little knick-knack injury, you know what I mean? So, but I just wish Kyrie was there so I could kind of see them at full strength and kind of see, you know what I mean, how they would look with Kyrie. Hopefully he can come back at some point of the season, even though I think he's gonna be out for the year. But yeah. Clippers. I ain't no believer in the Clippers. I'm just not. I mean, they might have a little solid year, but I don't know, bro. It's just some teams that's just like, you know, I'm just not a believer, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not a believer. We know Kawhi gonna sit out. He gonna sit out some time. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna happen. They are another older team. You know, they still got James Harden. But yeah, the Clippers, they might be a solid team, but I ain't really tripping off them. The Hornets. I love LaMelo. You feel me? Only thing I want to see from LaMelo is it's time for us to see your game, you know, help transition the team to winning. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I love his style of play. I love, I just like Melo's game, but he got to figure out a way to get his style of play to transition to winning. You know what I mean? And actually helping the team win. Instead of just, you know what I mean, highlight reels and spectacular plays and points. You feel me? Eventually, we need you to, you know what I mean, get that win, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Clemson told Embiid, go on and clock out for me. Yeah, you know. Embiid, the Sixers, that's another team that's just like, I can't trust them. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas stay hurt. The only one I can trust is Maxey. You can't trust Paul George and Joel Embiid. Can't do it. What Mike Singletary say? Can't win with him. Can't do it. You know, there's a lot of teams, you know, they're not going to do nothing before the season even starts. You just know this. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. NBA teams. A lot of these teams I done already talked about, T-Wolves, like I said, and you know what I mean? OKC. I mean, OKC is OKC. Oh, OKC gonna be right there. You know what I mean? I consider them obviously one of the best teams in the league, if not the best. But I don't think a repeat is just gonna be super easy. I'm not saying that OKC can't repeat, but especially in the West, they gonna have some, you know what I mean? They got their work cut out for them, for sure. The Warriors ain't scared of them at all. You know what I'm saying? I think OKC biggest roadblocks is gonna be the Warriors, the Spurs, possibly the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? And Denver too. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, they can beat easily. Phoenix Suns, trash. They got nothing going on. Devin Booker sank that deal, though. And then in the East, come on, man. I've been hearing people trying to talk about the Atlanta Hawks. Man, the Atlanta Hawks ain't nothing, bro. The Atlanta Hawks ain't finna do nothing. As long as you got Trae Young, as long as Trae Young is your best player, you're not going to do nothing, bro. I'm not saying he can't play. You know what I'm saying? Obviously he can. But he's just not. I'm not a believer in him, bro. I just look at him as a Steph Curry wannabe. That's it. That's all I look at Trae Young as. He's just not, you know what I mean? You're not finna win nothing with him. It's just not gonna happen. Also, Portland Trailblazers. I forgot about them. The Portland Trailblazers. I think they got 2 wins in a row now. They beat us on Friday, and then they beat the Lakers tonight. Their coach is locked up. They won't let him out. Yeah, man. Chauncey in a heap of trouble right now, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But yeah, but Portland's a young team learning. They ain't finna do nothing this year, but you know what I'm saying? 2 impressive wins though. You know what I mean? The win against us is definitely impressive. Tonight against the Lakers, it's not that it's not impressive, but Luka or LeBron didn't play, so but still, you know what I'm saying? Still a good win on the road. But yeah, the East. Let me see what y'all saying. Every time I see Benedict Mathurin play, I'll call bro Whopper Jr. Trae Young a liability on defense. Facts. Super facts. You feel me? Earth to Cam say Pistons going to run the East. I like Cade Cunningham. I do think the Pistons is on their way up. You know what I'm saying? I like what they got going on. But yeah, they definitely gonna have to contend with the Knicks. They definitely gonna have to do that. Boston is just unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? They lost Al Horford. He's an older player, but you know what I mean, he still was a key figure to what they have been the past few years. And then Jason Tatum being out for the year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on last year with all the Achilles tears and everybody tearing their Achilles tendon. But yeah, it's just unfortunate for Boston because they 0-3. They don't seem like they can get a win. And Jason Tatum is needed. You know what I'm saying? And so looks like they're gonna have a down year, you know what I'm saying? I think they may eventually kind of like get it together and at least be somewhat formidable, you know what I mean? But yeah, they gonna have a down year this year. Brooklyn Nets, I don't know what they got going on. I don't know who they got, what they got going on, you know what I mean? Charlotte Hornets, same thing except for LaMelo Ball. That's the only thing I know about what they got going on. Chicago Bulls, I don't know what they got going on. But except for, I believe somebody in the chat earlier said they 3-0. So that's what's up. Oh, Cleveland. Cleveland is another team. Yeah, Cleveland. You gotta Cleveland gonna be solid. Cleveland gonna be solid. You got the Detroit Pistons, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I believe they got the potential to meet up in the playoffs, Cleveland and Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Indiana Pacers just sucks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it sucks that Tyrese Halliburton is out. I wish he wasn't. Miami Heat, what the Heat got going on? Who they got over there, man? I know they got our former player, Andrew Wiggins. Who else they got? Oh, they got the white boy. I forget. Raptor starting 5 is tough. They gonna make a nice little run too. Okay. Game me, cause I ain't knowing what the Raptors got going on. Milwaukee, they kind of got out of their initial little era, what they needed to get out of it. They got that one championship, and Giannis is a great player. We see that he can lead you to a championship, obviously. I just don't know. I just don't think their team is. I mean, I think they got a good team. I just don't think that Milwaukee has a good enough team to be able to legitimately make some real noise. You know what I'm saying? Could be wrong. You know what I mean? Because I'm a fan of Giannis. I like Giannis. Hopefully I am wrong, but you know, I just kind of don't see it. New York Knicks, everybody know they always buzzing. You know what I mean? As far as it's New York. You know what I'm saying? So, but the Knicks got action. The Knicks definitely got action with Jalen Brunson. A lot of the moves that they've made the past year or two to formulate the team that they got. You know what I'm saying? Orlando Magic, Paolo Banchero. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see him take that next step. He already been taking that next step, but I mean that next step, though. You know what I'm saying? Paolo Banchero is the truth. You know what I'm saying? 76ers, I ain't believing in them. I'm sorry. I just ain't doing it. Toronto Raptors, I don't know what they got going on. Washington Wizards, they ain't doing nothing. With Jordan Poole and all that. You know what I'm saying? But let me see. But the other thing that's going on with the league right now is, man, this little gambling situation that they got going on, man. Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, Damon Jones. What is y'all doing, man? What is y'all doing? Adam Silver is the worst commissioner in the world, might be the worst commissioner of all time. This weasel, pea-brain, pea-body, 4 eyes, little head, big eyes, big ears. Like, bro, what is you doing, bro? What is you doing? Cheyenne, what's going on with you, boy? Cheyenne came in right when I'm talking about this buffoon. What is he doing, man? The NBA is in shambles because of this man. You feel me? It just, you know, he got to go, man. He definitely got to go. Let me see. Let me look up one of these little things that I was looking at earlier. But yeah, Chauncey Billups, I don't even know what he accused of or whatever like that, but that's what LeBron and Clutch Sports, man, they up to their shenanigans, man. Where there is smoke, there is fire, big dog. And I watched something earlier that make it like, so how's all these people around him, you know, attached to this or attached to that? But for him, he ain't on nothing. Like, come on, man. Who y'all fooling, bro? Come on, man. What's up with my... All right. Trying to find this little clip real quick. So I am about the illegal rookie situation, the illegal bookie situation. Yeah, man. Mr. Clem said, to be fair, think this would have happened under David Stern if Prize Picks and all the player props were around when he was running the league. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. David Stern was hard-nosed. You know what I'm saying? David Stern wasn't about that bullshit. David Stern wasn't, yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I just don't know. I just don't. Is it way down here? Man, this AI shit is out of control, man, with all the AI pox.
Yeah, I'm just cooling, vibing, you know what I mean? Early morning, still feel like...
Could you maybe put that out?
Shit tripping.
Try to keep the studio clear in here.
Wow, my shit tripping, bro.
Nah. Hey, don't play with me like that. I ain't hitting nobody, but I will smack the vibe out the room. Feel me? I'm in here talking about my new album, not playing Hallmark.
This nigga Pot going crazy on the AI. Gil was trolling with that luncheon for me. Gilbert Arenas is just, he's stupid, bro. Like, this nigga be playing too much, bro. Like, I did an episode on that a month or so ago.
Next Friday. It ain't about smoke, it's about the
I did an episode on him about a month or so ago when he had his little,
you know what I mean? Early morning.
when he had his little situation, his little issue with the feds, you know what I'm saying? And he got out talking about they can't hold me and this and that, and I'm snitching on everybody and all that. Bro, you playing too much, bro. Like the Fed, like, you understand, bro? Like when the feds come, bro, it's time to stop the playing, bro.
Like that, I ain't hitting nobody, but I will smack the vibe out the room. Feel me? I'm in here talking about my new album, not playing hard monitor. Look, record.
Come on, man. Punk ass laptop, man. I'm gonna have to go get this shit looked at. But yeah, man, when the feds come calling, come knocking at your door, man, listen, man, you might want to take that serious, bro. It don't matter if you feel like they ain't got nothing on you or this and that, and like, man, it don't matter, bro. The feds don't come to play, man. So just understand, if that's what you want to do, you're going to be in for a smooth awakening, a rude awakening. But, yeah, man, Gil ain't smart. Gil ain't smart at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just ill how the season is started with all that. You know what I'm saying? With all this illegal gambling stuff and you know what I mean, players faking injuries, and like one of the things that I'm saying about one of the things, exactly, Cheyenne. My question is, why ain't Scott Foster and the other referees under investigation? That's the real question. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like they said Scott Foster was like this with Donahue, with Tim Donahue. Oh man, they said, man, they was best friends. You know what I mean? And then another thing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know, as a Warrior fan, you know, we ain't, you know, big fans of Chris Paul, although that one year he did with us, what was it, last year or the year before? That kind of softened our hearts to Chris Paul a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I say that to say, bro, it can't be a coincidence that Scott Foster and Chris Paul is beefing, bro. And every time Scott Foster is refs a Chris Paul game, Chris Paul team lose. Come on, bro. Like, how you don't look into that? How you don't look into that, big dog? Like, you know they beefing. And all of a sudden, every time Scott Foster refs a game that Chris Paul is playing, Chris Paul team lose. It's Adam Silver. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. You let the league go to ruins. But yeah, man. Most improved player. I hope Kuminga win it, because that means he would have played well this whole year. Team predictions, man. Like finals predictions, that's hard. Because you know I want to say the Warriors. Y'all know I want to say, yeah, the Warriors going to be in the finals off the top. You feel me? Cheyenne say the Lakers game against the Kings is complete corruption. Austin Reeves, 22 free throws. Come on, man. Everybody know this. Everybody know this already, man. They doing it right in front of our face. They not even trying to hide it no more. They not even trying to hide it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gave this man Austin Reeves 22 free throws, bro. And then want to talk about, oh, yeah, man, he scored 51 points. And I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? He doing the little thing. Definitely, I ain't mad at him. But he definitely playing for the right team. That's facts. That's facts. Mr. Clem said, even though I don't really like Adam Silver. Yeah, man, it's just something about him, bro. Like, it's this whole player empowerment stuff up under him. You know what I mean? He didn't allow for the players to take over the league and run the league, bro. David Stern wasn't having that. David Stern was like, man, listen, bro. Y'all gonna do what y'all told. Guess what? We not finna wear this. We not finna wear this thugged out attire to the press conference no more. Nah, y'all finna come in business attire, suits. Act like y'all representing a business, a brand that y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that was the AI rule, but regardless, you know what I mean? David Stern was like that. And you was gonna have to come with it. And not play around. You feel me? Yeah, I got to turn this computer off. Man. Man, y'all, because I feel like, like I said, at the beginning of this live, like I said, I ain't had no specific talking points about the NBA. It's just, the NBA is back. So I just want to come and just talk about, just different random little stuff. But I think I'm finna end this live. You know what I'm saying? And I probably do a part 2. Week 8 just finished, so I got to do the week 8 NFL recap tomorrow, or definitely by Wednesday. So I'll be back either tomorrow or Wednesday for that. You know what I'm saying? And then as the NBA season, NBA season is long. So as the NBA season goes along, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have more and more stuff to talk about. But yeah, I'm glad Jordan is back, talking what he talked. Wemby is an alien. Warriors got action. LeBron bum ass need to retire. His son is still a bum. Adam Silver is a weasel. Typical shit. Earth to Cam Bam say NBA just a casino at this point. Facts. Mr. Clem, SGA is superstar player. Reeves is just a role player. Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? Everybody that tapped in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back and come with a little bit more structured kind of topics for this. We got into a lot tonight on this though. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the NBA. We even went back in history. You know what I mean? Talked about some Jordan versus LeBron and all that. You know what I mean? It's some top 5 point guards and you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we got it in. But I didn't have nothing in particular. I just wanted to talk about the NBA since it's back. You know what I mean? NBA is back. You know what I mean? Back. It's great. Great part of the year for me. You know what I'm saying? I love it. You know what I mean? Especially these next couple weeks. And you know what I mean? In general, because we got the World Series going on right now. NBA is back. NFL is in mid-season, full swing of things. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? College football popping. College basketball finna be back popping. You know what I'm saying? So hockey is going on. You know what I mean? I don't pay too much attention to hockey, but it is going on. It's just a plethora of sports right now. You know what I'm saying? So dope for all us sports fans. But shout out to all y'all in the chat, man. I'm finna get on, man. Cheyenne in the building. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Cheyenne, come, you know what I'm saying? Keep tapping in with your boy. Cheyenne is one of my first, you know what I mean? Kind of like subscribers that was tapping in when I first started doing Snax on Sports. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always pleased to see Cheyenne in the chat. I know you be doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody in the chat. Cheyenne, Earth to Cambam, Mr. Clint. You feel me? Load of Truth was in this thing. Who else? RC Deal with Iowa. Bay Area Block Report was up in here earlier. Papa J. Go to Leangelo came through for a little while. You know, the usual suspects. I'm just going back in the chat trying to see. James Cash, my boy James Cash in the building. Delete this account. You feel me? It was another dude up in here that was saying some good stuff. Let me see. Where's his name at? Damn, was it that far back? This Brody said something? I'm just scrolling back in the chat. Berto, my boy Jaime Duarte was up in here. I ain't seen my G-Town brother in here in a couple lives, but he might be back tomorrow or the next time I go live for the Week 8 recap. My boy Rob Cuffy, G-Town. Justin Squire, the only bronze sexual, up in the chat was up in here. Oh, FYF Sports Debates was up in here earlier. Every time I'm talking shit about LeBron, he find his way. They find their way up in here to defend their king. You feel me? But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Snax on Sports. I'm gone, man. I'm gonna check y'all out on the next one. You feel me? And I'm signing off, man. Tap back in with your boy tomorrow or Wednesday.